All right, we are live. Manchester City, top of league. Interesting. Okay. Can you all hear me? And you can also speak as well. But that's life. Should I call you by your real name in this or no? Just
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So William, you can hear us. You can
cool.
just speak if they can hear us, and I'll see. Can you guys
Good
hear us?
evening.
Yeah. Wrong chat. Okay. So Manchester. Restless Native put in the wrong chat. Manchester City, top of league.
Yeah, they won't be top for long though because Arsenal they'll win and go top again.
Perfect. All right, and yeah. So anyone hear us? Once they get the A-OK, we can probably get going. They should be able to hear us. All right. Oh, we hear you both. Paul Lovell's in the house. Let's go. The first super fan in the house. Okay, Wendy B is in there. It says hi, William. All right, and
Hi,
Joe's in the
Wendy.
house. Yeah, we're starting to pick up people here. I'm gonna just
Cool.
refresh this and yeah, so we have a special guest, William, aka That's Life, but not as you know it. And yeah, so first I'll do the usual rundown of the stuff, and then we'll get to introduce you and so on. Now, okay, hey, Pam Running is in the house as well. A second super fan. All right, epic stuff, guys. All right, so here is the video notes as always. Put this in a link. Audio is quiet. Okay, someone says audio is quiet. So I gotta figure that out. Settings. Okay, I'm gonna check the sound settings. Sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. I gotta fix that up. Sound settings. Master volume. This is speaker. Manage sound devices. Where's the speaker? Whoops. Microphone. No. Device properties. How do I figure additional device settings? Not the speakers. I want the microphone. Microphone, sound, sound devices. Yeah, okay. Someone's saying the audio is fine. Okay, everyone's saying okay. Guess okay. MES audio quiet. Okay, so they're saying my manage sound devices. I just want to see just manage it. I don't know what's going on here. This. What do I keep? How do you find these things? Sound settings, sound manage input sound. Just 1 second. Manage sound devices. Why is it go to nothing? Device properties, additional. I could have sworn it was somewhere there. Levels, speakers. Yeah, microphone. Yeah, the microphone should be 100%. I don't know what the issue is. I can increase this even more. Okay, I'm gonna increase this more. Oh, the host is quiet. Okay, so RMF. Am I good now, guys? RMF says it's too quiet. Well, I think it should be fine. It's a little on the low side. Okay, I'll do that one more time. Sound settings. I thought I could have sworn it was fine. Additional device. Let's open up here. Levels. Enhancements. Okay, rotary motion says better. Okay, I increased it here. Okay, I'm just gonna increase it even more. I'm gonna increase it more. So why isn't it? Is the audio coming from here? Yeah, it should be maxed out. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, volume is good for both. Okay, so Paramount says good capital letters. We are good to go, guys. All right. So as usual. All right. So yeah. Anyways, so I put the link in there. Let's start it over again. So as usual, guys, here is the setup. I'm gonna make this also bigger. Okay, here's the chat. I made the chat bigger. Whoops, I gotta do that. All right, and yeah, so here's notes as always, and so if you read the description, I had a pretty epic description here. Actually, I'm gonna read this here because I put some play on words. So that's life, but not as you know it. TLBNAWKI. Every time I'm typing it up, sorry. Then he has a T-shirt as well. Joins the show to discuss a wide variety of topics, from predictive programming, foreshadowing major events like 9/11, COVID-19, to artificial intelligence, AI, deepfakes of Donald Trump, Kate Middleton, even Osama bin Laden. This show seeks to present what life truly is and not as we've known it. All right. Okay. Pam Running
Very
says
good.
stop
Very
yelling.
good.
All right. So Pam Running says stop yelling. Oh no, stop. Now I'm yelling. Am I too loud? I don't know what's going on here.
They can adjust their own volume anyway.
Yeah, you guys can adjust your own volume. All right, we're good to go. If I'm yelling or not, I don't know. Or maybe she was sarcastic. All right, should be fine. Okay, so here's the links to all of TLBNAWKI's, or all of William's stuff. You can see them all here, and his website and his YouTube channel, and so on. And also continue. Okay, this is your captain speaking. Okay, we have a bunch of comments here. Can you see the comments or no, William?
I don't think so. It's
Okay,
all right.
no, it's
It's
all
no
right. Yeah,
trouble.
the comments are on the YouTube stream, so that's the only way you can see them. So you can open a new tab if you want to see them.
Cool.
Okay, anyways, guys, MES links as always. You can go here, and there's a whole bunch of links and so on where I put everything and donate as usual, as always. Throw a bunch of cash, become a super fan, and then we'll get to and get going. Become a super fan, $15 a month Canadian. It's about $3 American, and you can get a bunch of emojis and so on. I get a shout out by yours truly. And you were fine. Okay, Prime Running was sarcastic. Okay, so I wasn't shouting. All right, so and then all right, so we have that, and yeah, donate and so on. And without further ado, guys. Anyway, so That's Life But Not As You Know It is in the house. Great to have you here. He's done a whole bunch of videos that I've stolen, put on Telegram. A lot of predictive programming stuff and so on. And yes, do you want to introduce yourself, William? And
Yeah. Basically, I'm pretty much a curious guy from Scotland who likes to. I never like to say is a truth teller or is in any sort of truth movement, but what I do tend to say is that I like to expose. So exposing evil, exposing the lies that are out there. So the content will always continue because we live in a sea of lies, a sea of deception. I mean, every week now something new comes up, and it's always suspicious. So since about 2019, I've been creating content. Before that, I was on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, but went onto YouTube in 2019, and then of course we had the 2020 shenanigans, and that kind of directed the channel in the path that it's in. Where it's going to go, God only knows. Probably with me getting arrested and put into jail.
or the gulags. I might see you in the gulag.
Yeah, cell block 8. I'll look out for you.
Yeah, I'll be cell 911, baby. They'll put us in there, the special one. All right, no, that's great. And so you said 2019 you created your channel, but when did you quote wake up, or as they call it?
I reckon probably 2010, 2011. I left school in 2004, 5, and then started to question stuff in about 2010, 9/11 in particular. But then after 2014, well, I began to get involved with politics in a kind of local level. And after the Scottish referendum, I'd seen right through politics and the scam that it is. It's a complete scam. How it can get us anywhere, it simply can't. It was built in a way so we can't get anywhere. And how people can't see it is beyond me. But I got right involved in a grassroots level with a political party in Scotland. And then we had the Scottish referendum, and Scotland got basically robbed of what might have been independence, but it wouldn't have been anyway because they would have joined the European Union. So they would have been jumping from basically the frying pan into the fire. So there's no sovereignty in the world, to be honest. It's controlled by the hidden hand. And in the movie They Live, which came out, 1980, mid 1980s, in that movie, the guy's quoted saying, "There is no countries anymore." And he was right.
Yeah.
There is no countries, there is no sovereignty. And we'll touch on that a wee bit more tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that right when I came across 9/11, and I'm like, all right, there's no countries because like 9/11 is a big one, and all the governments just go lockstep. This is before COVID; they all did lockstep. So it's like, and then once you see through it, that's like the mainstream narrative is completely bogus. Then the question is, does every country in the world like don't they have like billions of money printing to like hire actual people to look at stuff? So what are their intelligence agencies doing? They can't go to a YouTube video and see that the mainstream narrative is wrong. It's like so
Yeah.
yeah. So that's kind of what I mean. So it's like they're all
Of course, they're all,
Yeah.
when it comes to the free letter agencies, they're all kind of working for the hidden hand.
Yeah.
So they're in it together as like a global order, basically.
Yeah.
And the only people that lose out is me and you, whether we're in America, Canada, or the UK, we all get done over.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, and a lot of it is. I think the majority of it is like indirect. So let's say the dollar that you have in your savings, it goes down and down every year. So that's like a soft tyranny where you can buy less and less things. So you need to keep up with the latest work trends or whatnot, or latest finance trends just to get by. So it's
Yeah, it's a capitalist world built on consumption.
yeah, but it's like a system. Even that capitalism, I think the modes of finance and like different types of politics that exist, it's still all under the umbrella that you're living based on assumptions that are false. So everyone, if you're trying to make a utopia, but you exclude that there's actual like lies being built in about history, for example, about technology, what's possible and whatnot. So you're never going to get anywhere, regardless what political system you are. So in other words, there's a bunch of liars. Yeah, you're living inside a false system, like that finding out what's actually true.
A bit like the Truman Show.
Yeah,
that's what we're in.
yeah, that's what I mean. So like the Truman Show, imagine you're trying to say, oh, the mayor's fake. We got to change up the politics. I'm like, you're still inside a giant bubble. Yeah, the Truman Show is pretty interesting as well, and yeah. So let's continue. So I have in the list here. I put a bunch of links just so we can like follow just in general order if we have something to talk about, and so on. One thing that came across, so I got this from you. I think I got it from you. The 1979 this ad from the 9/11 one. This one was recent. I only saw this like 2 days ago. This 1968, or when I was making the thumbnail. Have you seen this one before or no? This the mountain comes to Manhattan, 1968.
I think I've seen it, but I've not looked into it.
Yeah, because that's 1968 is when the construction started. It's literally a plane going in there. Let's see what it was.
Quite incredible.
Yeah, so 1968 ad. This was here. This 1968 ad raised some conspiracy theories. This guy's got the eye of a horse, mumbo jumbo. To clarify, the ad was made by a group called Committee for Reasonable World Trade Center, organized by L.W. & Co., owner of Empire State Building. They wanted to scale down the WDC project to protect their interests. Okay, this is a bad quality here. So a full-page advert in the New York Times commissioned by a group of businessmen warned of the danger of a plane hitting the proposed building of the Twin Towers in New York City. So basically, it was the Empire State Building people wanted to make this smaller, and they're saying a plane's gonna hit it, etc. And I guess protecting their interests. I don't know what they mean by that. Probably competition or whatnot. So that's that's the story behind that, and. Yeah, so, and you also had a list of predictive programming stuff that you have compiled that think you wanted to present maybe?
Yeah, it's basically from I'll try and get my screen up.
Okay.
Because I'm new to the Google.
Oh, yeah. No worries. And also, before that, I just want to point out, I forgot to put this notes here. So, so this live stream is with William, That's Life, but as you know it. And April 27th, they should have a live stream with 9/11 Revisionist. It's going to be on 9/11 Disinfo Agent Networks. and then May 11th, possible live stream with him again. I try to alternate with the guest and without. On UFO Alt Media covering up 9/11. And then also May 25th, this is a tentative date for live stream with Morgan Reynolds. Have you heard of Morgan Reynolds, William?
No.
Okay, so Morgan Reynolds, he actually, I believe he proofread Dr. Judy Wood's book before published. So he was proofreading for her. I believe that was him. But he was big on the, so he has No More Games right here. He's the guy that wrote of this website. He's agent. So he's an older guy. He made this. He also he filed a request for correction alongside Judy Wood. Like after she did hers against the against NIST for the report on the Twin Towers. He made one about the alleged planes. So he actually filed a legal case saying that the cartoon animations they made were fake physics. Yeah, so he's going to be on the show discussing his. But initially he thought it was CGI, but he's later come across that it's image projection after
Yeah.
seeing a lot of other evidence there. So request for correction, NIST. So you can see this stuff here. So here's a request for correction. Morgan Reynolds, March 8th, 2007. So way back in time. And then he goes over it here and then basically saying impossible speeds, impossible crash dynamics, and so on. And he also had a pilot who actually used to work for the CIA as a pilot, John Lear, sign a affidavit in support of him. Again, all against NIST and so on. So these are literally taking their words into court. So it's a lot of unlike the general conspiracy where you can say the moon is flat or whatnot. Are you gonna file an actual lawsuit against NASA or that's kind of what I mean. So this is putting your money where your
They
mouth
would
is.
take you out before it went to court.
Yeah, well, the thing is, this went to court, and then they just put it some sort of bogus excuse saying. Typically, what happens when you're going against a big government like that, they don't need to look at evidence. They can say, they can make up something like, they can make up something similar to like, this case has no chance of succeeding. Thus, we will not look at it. So then they'll throw it away.
I think they're doing something similar to the guy Richard D. Hall at the moment. They won't look at the evidence that he's got.
That's 100%.
So I mean, how is that in any way fair? It's totally corrupt.
Yeah, Richard Hall one. Yeah, that one is definitely. They're literally like going right at him. They wouldn't look at his evidence because basically once they have once they have a quote reasonable claim that a event happened, then they can't question it. So for example, the court case was whether he was harassing that person, which is not at all. And then they won't look at anything that's outside of that. So it's like, okay, but you're saying that person wasn't even there, and the evidence is literally he wasn't at the event. So that was the Richard Hall one. Richard Hall.
Yeah, they were lying from the start about Richard, saying he set up a camera in her garden. But it wasn't. It was a camera on his dashboard, like a dash cam that he had. But they were saying he set it up in the garden.
Yeah, and the garden one was actually his mom's garden. I think he said.
He was just showing what like an example. I think.
Yeah. Because I think he was in his camera, but then they mixed up garden with, but he actually put one in his mom's one. They said he was putting cameras in garden with no context. Well, yeah, the garden wasn't related to that person, so that was ridiculous. Okay, Paul says the Supreme Court will say that the court has no jurisdiction or the party has no standing. Yeah, it's all just a Freemasonic mumbo jumbo. Okay, see, it was in Bush administration. We have a whole bunch of comments right here. And so this is why I have the links. I'll always try to keep focused. So so the question is, so what would you like to discuss? You can either present your predictive programming, and I have a whole bunch of other stuff that we can follow along.
Cool, yeah. I thought I'd better. I noticed that we've got quite a lot to get through, so I'll quickly show the pieces that I've got. Let me see if I can work the screen.
Okay, and then I'll stop presenting.
I think first of all, I'll point out the sort of similarities between the whole pandemic. I've just called it C19 to avoid any sort of strike-worthy content. Because I mean, they like buzzwords when it comes to the whole situation in 2020. So the sort of similarities and parallels between them are quite staggering. And shock and trauma caused widespread shock and trauma. The sadness and scale of the events disrupted daily life and installed fear and uncertainty among populations worldwide. I think, even 9/11, it went right across the board in terms of the shock and awe. Even here in Scotland, I remember the day it happened. I was coming back from school, and my late father drove past me, and he stopped, and he was telling me that the door was open, so I could just go straight in. And he was saying, "Look, I left the television on because there's been a terrorist attack on the Twin Towers." And I never even knew what the Twin Towers was. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And obviously I got in, and there it was being played on a loop. And I mean, at the time I was still at school. It never really, I wouldn't say it caused any trauma, to be honest, for me, but I noticed in people around me, in my family, that it came as a huge shock to them. And they were like, oh, we could be next. People need to pay. And we went to war with Afghanistan. Yeah, that makes sense. So the shock and trauma, I think that's a big one, the trauma. It's still there today. People just need to see an image. Then it all comes flooding back to their brain. Loss of life, which is, I mean, you could be arguing about this all day, but both events resulted in significant loss, albeit in different ways. The 9/11 attacks led to the deaths of seemingly thousands of people in a single day, while C-19 has caused a more prolonged and widespread loss of life. Debatable to an extent, both of them, but you can see what they're saying in terms of the similarity. Impact on economy. Both events had profound economic consequences. The 9/11 attacks caused immediate disruption to financial markets, travel, and commerce, while the C-19 led to widespread shutdowns, job losses, and economic recession on a global scale. Of course, the whole 2020 scenario was right across the board, and in my own view, proving the work of I guess, a global shadow government where each nation bent over to it, whether it was the C-19, the lockdown, or the treatment that then came after it. Government response. In response to both crises, governments implemented emergency measures and policies to address the immediate threat and mitigate its impacts. This included increased security measures after 9/11 and public health measures such as the lockdowns, mask mandates, and medical campaigns, which I'm sure, I mean, I avoided using the correct words with the medical campaign because, I mean, I've had strikes before, so, well, many, to be fair. Changes in society. Both events promoted significant changes in society. The 9/11 attacks led to increased security measures, changes in immigration policies, and heightened awareness of terrorism. Similarly, the C-19 led to changes in behavior, such as remote work, virtual learning, and increased reliance on technology for communication and commerce. I think technology was, in both events, came in and had a part to play in a big way. And everything that kind of came in, maybe not so much with the 2020 scenario, but they take it in and it stays there. It doesn't go away. And they say, well, we may as well keep it, or there's a benefit to it. Global solidarity. In the aftermath of both events, there was a sense of global solidarity and cooperation as countries came together to respond to the crises. This included the aid, medical assistance, collaborative efforts to combat terrorism and prevent the spread of the C-19. Finally, long-term impacts. Both events are likely to have long-term impacts on society, governance, and international relations. They have reshaped the way that we live today. They have reshaped the way people think about security, public health, and global interconnectedness even, with lasting implications for policy and decision making. So, it kind of to conclude that, overall, after both events, the world unites and comes together. And I think one more event like this, people are going to be saying, look, we need a global sort of government, one that can lead the way. And I think the whole geoengineering program might play a key part to that, because they're talking about, well, who's going to control it? Someone needs to control it. Not one country can control it. And I reckon within a couple of years, we're going to be seeing the geoengineering coming out in quite a big way. So I've got another screen. How do I
Yeah,
share the other? Oh, stop. There we
yeah.
go.
Or you could share another one. And it's just another similarity between COVID-19 and 9/11. They both have the 1 and 9 in it. So 19, 9/11.
Yeah.
And it was 19 years after 9/11. So that was interesting.
Yeah, indeed. Yep, good shout. Um, yeah, it's quite the parallels are quite insane with these events that I mean they the powers that be would call them disasters, but of
Hmm.
course we know different and it's
Yeah,
why wait what Rockefeller said, why wait for a disaster when you can create one
yeah,
and
yeah.
and do
Definitely.
what you like. So I mean it's all there in black and white. But I'll show you. I've got a couple of slides.
Hmm.
Why is it?
You could
Oh,
just,
there it goes.
yeah.
Share. So it's a bit blurry, but it's kind of just to point out the headline,
Okay, I'm just
and
gonna,
then the
yeah, I'll just change
yeah.
the layout. I'm just gonna change the layout. Okay, and
Okay,
yeah, works. Looks fine.
cool. So this is the New York magazine, and these are the months leading up to September 2001. And I thought that the first one quite interesting. I think it was round about August or July. This one came out talking about the next wave and the twin towers in the background. Then I think this one actually might have been August. You've got the aeroplanes in the sky, and you can't see it that well, but there's two planes. There's a plane at each side, and you've got the tail of the plane coming up, a bit like a
Mm.
tower. So
Yeah,
you've got two towers and planes flying
yeah,
basically
I
in
see it.
into both towers. You see it there,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a big one and there's one over there.
yeah, quite interesting. Then the headline is, uh, "Are New York airports unsafe?" So
Wow.
I thought that was quite certainly raised an eyebrow. Again, in 2001, the New York magazine lights out, blackout. Are we heading for an emergency crisis rolling our way? They're talking about, but the main one was this one, and it came out in March the 12th, and it is obviously they all see an eye with a kind of scared looking face. I mean, it's like a face you would see in a horror movie, basically.
Hmm.
And the headline there, which caught my eye, is there life beyond the boom? And
Yeah.
I thought that it's one that I hadn't seen before, so I thought it was really interesting. Then this, I think, the final sort of slide is, I mean, a lot of people talk about certain movies. I think Fight Club gets mentioned quite a lot. Uh, what's the other? There's an X Files, The Lone Gunman. It's a series a bit like X Files called The Lone Gunman. In their pilot episode, there's a terrorist
Hmm.
attack on the Twin Towers that gets averted in the last minute, but it shows you the plane flying in and then just avoids it. So it's quite well known, but this one I hadn't seen. It's a movie called The Squeeze, and it came out in 1987, and that's the front cover. And again, they've got a poster, and if you look at the where it's breaking, it's kind of right on the spot where where the planes hit, basically. So I thought that was quite interesting, and I thought it was worth sharing, and including obviously the stuff that I'd sent you um,
Hmm.
the other day. So I'm not. Have you seen that one before? The squeeze.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go on. Okay.
yeah,
No, I'm just getting some messages saying guest audio is fine, but your audio is low. Is my audio is fine now? Yeah, but yeah, go on. I think it's fine. I was speaking
yeah,
through the mic, but yeah.
yeah. That's the last slide. I wanted to show that the movie Squeeze. The Squeeze. I'm gonna have to watch it now. So
Yeah, no, that was great. The other thing that you sent was pretty remarkable. Was the Operation Northwoods or MSN article, and I'm just getting a bunch of messages. I'm just gonna mute my tab there, okay, so we don't get these notifications. Yeah, you sent the one about the. I'll just share the screen. The one about the Operation Northwoods article. Can't hear you, MES. Computer Man's can. Some people saying audio's fine. Someone's saying can't hear me. So I don't know what's going on. But I didn't change anything. So I'm gonna go to Window. I'm gonna share this one here with you so you could see it. And yeah, actually, instead of this, do you think you could open up the tab and view that instead? Just so I have to I think that might be a bit better if you think so. I'm just gonna continue here. Actually, up to you. I'm just gonna.
On you mean the actual stream?
That's up to you. If it's live enough, you can try that. Okay. MES
Yeah,
audio is good again. Okay. Yeah.
I don't have to see it anyway, to be honest, if you're just going through it.
Well, I'm gonna be sharing. Because right now I'm sharing your screen. No, I'm sharing my screen. It shows you there. Yeah. So it shows. The thing is, it shows you, and then it shows the screen as well. So this is dealing with like technology. Yeah. So then otherwise, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just keep it like this. I'll keep it like this. If anyone has any questions, we will adjust it. Okay. So you're a lot lower, mate. I don't know why they're saying I'm a lot lower. It says it's fine, unless I need a new microphone. I'll unplug.
Well, I just checked on mine and it sounds okay. You don't sound low to me.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on here. Yeah.
You're muted now.
I'm muted? I'm muted? It should be fine. Oh no, are you talking? Your mic is off.
You put your set. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I had it because I unplugged it and plugged it in again.
It sounds okay to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. Some people are saying fine, some are saying that. Okay, I'll play it here. See how this looks like on my phone. Because I just don't understand how that is.
Geoengineering.
Okay. Can't hear you, MES. Computer MES can. Yeah, I just I don't understand. I'll try to figure out the mic for next time. Try to maybe get a new one or whatnot. Okay, it's absolutely fine. Timothy says absolutely fine. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going, guys. If anyone is saying mic is messed up, it is, dude. I'm on my audio speakers. Your audio is perfect. Okay, Sunny G saying perfect. Everyone's yeah, majority are saying perfect now. Okay, he's saying if you move an inch away from your mic, audio stops. Yeah, I think that's how it's like set up to be like on there. Okay, it should be fine. I'll just be closer to the mic. It is pretty far. I'll try to move this over. All right, so I will be closer to the mic when I speak. All right, so the next setup is I wanted to show. Yes, so speaking about that Operation Northwoods. So for those unaware, Operation Northwoods was a I think 1960s. Let's read it right here. Operation Northwoods was a proposed false flag operation. So the U.S. is literally conducting false flags. Operation that originated within the U.S. Department of Defense of the United States government in 1962. The proposal for CIA operatives to both stage and commit acts of terrorism against American military and civilian targets, blame them on Cuba, on the Cuban government, and would be used to justify war against Cuba. All right. And this was this was on March 13th, 1962. There's the operation, and it also involved fake hijacking and fake passengers dying, etc. Okay, this gain is too low.
If you go down to the bottom of that, I think there's right to the very bottom.
Yeah.
There's also an operation that the Germans were going to do a similar thing and blame it on the Americans.
Yeah, there's no Germany. It was an operation.
If you go right to the very bottom to more links.
Oh, the more links one.
It might be above the referencing.
Okay, so it was the link here. Okay, so
it might be just above that.
What was it called? Because I searched German, it wasn't there.
Oh, it was Operation. It began with a H. I'll see if I can find it.
Himmler.
Oh, there it goes. Himmler. Yeah.
It's Operation Himmler. So Operation Himmler, also called Operation Konserve, consisted of a group of 1939 false flag undertakings planned by Nazi Germany to give the appearance of Polish aggression against Germany. The Germans then used propaganda reports of the events to justify their invasion of Poland, which started on September 1, 1939. Operation Himmler included the Germans staging false flag attacks on themselves, directing at innocent people such as civilians and concentration camp prisoners. The operation arguably became the first act of the Second World War in Europe. All right. So false flags are pretty much the name of every government's playbook. And then yes, going back to that. So in 2001, in April, the ABC actually covered that Operation Northwoods. So U.S. military wanted to provoke war with Cuba, and that's a bad title. They wanted to kill their own own American people, just to start a war. In the early 1960s, America's top leaders reportedly drafted plans to kill innocent people and commit acts of terrorism in U.S. cities to create public support for a war against Cuba and so on. And this is April 30th, 2001. So that's ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, you could say that was a bit of foreshadowing there.
Okay. People are saying add a touch of gain. I have the gain maxed. I don't know what's going on. Am I getting hacked or something?
I think your audio's all right.
Okay. Yeah. So people are saying yeah, something about my audio. To be clear, audio level is very low. Some people saying audio's fine. Someone's saying can't hear me. So I don't know. I can hear on my phone there. Sorry, I literally don't understand what's going on. Was it always like this? Was it last time like this too, or is it only when when I'm on Google right here? Because it's recording from Google there. So it might be, maybe it's within settings in Google. That's an interesting conundrum. So that might be, because I'm on Google right now. Speakers, microphone. Let's see, general audio. Okay, default settings. Let's see if this works. Hello. System input. Yeah, I have no idea. General.
There's gremlins in the works. That's what it will be.
Yeah.
The CIA, they don't want it going out.
Okay, they're saying, yeah,
We didn't rule anything out, to be honest, in this day and age. But it sounds good my end. I checked it.
Okay. Please ignore audio comments. It is absolutely fine to me. Selvin says that. And then
you're still on mute.
I was on mute. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, people are saying, yeah, so Timothy Sullivan says, please ignore audio comments. Absolutely fine. You're at a third of William's volume. Okay. Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on here. Like, I'm trying here. I'll try something else. What if I do circle? God, I have a new setup. Is this better or worse? Not audio is fine. I think it's a function of how close you are to the mic. So that's the question. How close do I... That's the thing, my keyboard's kind of in the way. I don't know how to make it any closer. It doesn't sound good, man, computer man. So we do need a computer man to fix this up. Could be distraction, but the majority of the chat is good audio. Okay. Anyways, I'm just going to keep going. I don't know what's going on. The last time I thought I was getting hacked was with the Andrew Kaufman one. So better. All right. It might even be the audios. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going, guys. This is ridiculous. Okay, it's going further. And yeah, so this is the Operation Northwoods, literally being talked about in 2001, just before 9/11. All right, and I'm gonna start closing some stuff, and then we can get through this. So there's yeah, there is TLBNAWKI's website and so on. Okay, 30-minute talking about a non-issue, great stuff. I'm not distracting. Yeah, I'm on monitor speakers. I mean, it's very low compared to it. Okay, everyone, I just don't understand. We'll deal with that another day. I will try to test it out. Okay, and they're saying your audio is like 3 times higher than mine. It's just
It's maybe just because I'm so loud.
Okay. Okay, Bree says, what's the stream about again? Okay, the stream was just a discussion about predictive programming and to just get predictive programming. What else we had? We had some deep fakes and yeah, some 9/11 stuff. Just chat with William from That's Life, but as you know it, it's more of a casual chat. Because Pam Running says, computer man, bro's getting paranoid in the chat. Yeah, everyone, I don't know what's going on here. All right, okay, guys, yeah, just some distraction now. I'm not changing audio. If you guys have an issue with it, sorry, I'll try to fix it for next time, but no more audio comments unless I'm muted like I always do. All right, so anyways, we're going to continue more with some predictive programming stuff. We'll see what I had here. So here is a Facebook post that has a giant list of predictive programming stuff. Okay, Christopher Jung says, great chat, by the way. Ride Liger says, please continue with the content. Yeah, for sure. So here's this one here. I posted a whole bunch of photos, and so I'm going to put this in there for you guys if you want to see it. So we have this one here. This is 1979 Pakistan airline ad. Has a giant plane going towards that. And notice the silhouette as well. And there is this 1983 book cover, Latino America. Okay, and this is that Al Qaeda. This is that Mad TV. I think it was I forgot what it's called, but that. How do I open new image there? Yeah, I forgot what these ones. Where this was from, but you can do an image search. Images. Google reverse image search. What is this one here? So what is Al Qaeda? Make it bigger, higher quality. So that's a pro tip, guys. You could do image search on there. Where's the image? Okay, what is Al Qaeda? There's a better image of it. Yeah. Okay, even this is bad. What the? Open image, new tab. Everyone's got like worse, slightly better quality. Yeah, 9/11 in Roman numerals. Looks like Twin Towers. Yeah, for sure. IXXI is literally 9/11. I have actually a giant list. When I did my anti-gravity video, I'll go over that maybe. I just want to cover these ones here because this is yeah, a lot of the stuff here. This is Hustler 1993 has literally exact same hole there. Have you ever seen this one? I've never seen this. It's the first time.
No, not seen that.
Yeah, so there's literally exact same impact hole. It's 1993 Hustler. This one here is not sure where this is, but you got a plane going towards it. 9/11 disaster decided in advance via mass media, and a whole bunch of stuff right here. This is these albums, Armageddon, and then you have Super Mario Brothers, Koopa, the Illuminati card game, predictions leading 9/11. A German Mario comic. Okay, it's a German Mario comic. There's that book there. This is Batman 9, and I don't know what this one's supposed to say. Okay, it doesn't draw the manga. Okay, the coup. There's the 9/11 Ronaldo. Power is nothing without control. Ronaldo. Why did they make it so small there? Just zoom in. Bigger. Donald Duck. Twin Towers. There's the 9/11. Okay, let's see. It's gotta be some more. I haven't seen a whole lot of these. I haven't seen. Zoom out. Yeah, we're doing research on the go. Angie's got it right now. I am actually doing research on the go. That's why I do the live streams sometimes. It's just to literally put it on, like cover stuff that I would sometimes like get distracted and not do. All right, the invasion was begun. We have like infinite here. Meteorite striking the Twin Towers. You have Deathstroke, Terminator. There's the object about to hit the. I think it's a helicopter object about to hit the towers. 9 and 11 rock there. Alright, this is a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I'll have to look at this later. Caution 9/11 on Terminator.
I think in the Super Mario movie as well, they've got the towers disappearing.
Yeah.
In one of the scenes, they dematerialize, which is quite interesting.
That was yeah, I've seen that as well. Super Mario 9/11 predictive programming. Let's see if it comes up on YouTube. Predictive programming. Debunking. The first thing comes up is debunking. So like I search it up and they don't show the Mario one. Instead they show some clown. How is he up there? So I gotta go like BitChute. Google is decent at finding things I find. Shifting land, predictive programming, videos. Okay. Super Mario Brothers depicted. Was this the one, the movie?
I was watching the Super Mario Brothers movie and noticed something.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it looks like it. It's a very short clip. They just completely disappear.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it goes.
All right, epic.
They got dustified.
Yeah, definitely. What is the mechanism by which predictive programming was achieved? How were artists directed to do it? Yeah, so my view on predictive programming is I think there's like a 50-50 split. Basically, some of it is gonna be the actual insiders know, because like I guess like a lot of people that get to positions of powers, they take oaths of secrecy with like Freemasonic organizations and so on. So they obviously are gonna know parts of the future, so they might include that in their works or whatnot. And then I think the other part is it's subconscious. It's just like how reality is. The more people are thinking about a specific topic, the more it will materialize. Because like for example, with me growing up, me and my brother would always joke whenever we saw the number 9 and 11 on the clock. Every single time we see 9/11, we point it. So every time we see a microwave, like go to the microwave and it says 9/11. So we would always point it out for years, like before 10 years before I knew about 9/11. And also my favorite car growing up was a Porsche 911. So a lot of stuff like that. And also I was born in Iraq, so it's like, and I'm a prominent 9/11 truther. And it's like literally Iraq is where they go and bomb right after. So it's some stuff is like you kind of like reality is such that there's no randomness. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think if I would agree with that, to be fair. I think there's a lot of people, well, not a lot, but the majority of it, or half, like you think, is people in the know. and I couldn't help but think about the guy Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane, who seemingly avoided one of the flights,
Yeah.
last minute cancellation. I
I'll
mean,
put
yeah,
screenshots of yours right here. Once you
yeah,
send me those. So Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg both were booked on an AA Flight 11, which crashed into the World Trade Center. Wahlberg decided last minute to fly into Toronto, and Mark McFarlane missed it by just 10 minutes due to a hangover. And he's a big Freemason. Yeah, both of them are. And let's see here. This is the Marky Mark. What is his music song? Whatever he's doing, the Illuminati hands.
yeah. And the guy that he's with, Prince something, I can't remember, isn't it? Prince Ital Joe. He died in a car crash in 2001. I think it was early 2001. But before that, he was in a movie, the Steven Seagal movie called Marked for Death,
Wow.
which I thought was quite interesting. And he done that same hand sign with Tupac as well. There's a photo of him and Tupac doing it.
So this guy died, you said, Attila Joe?
Yeah, 2001 in
Yeah.
a car crash, seemingly.
Because usually what happens is usually like a sacrifice done, and then Marky Mark got big after that. So he might have been sacrificed. So like from my research, basically, sometimes when they do it, when they sell their soul, when they always say they sold their soul for fame or whatnot, and it oftentimes includes a sacrifice. So that they must have told Marky Mark, okay, we'll give you all the fame, but your friend's gonna die. And there's him with the Babylon remix. All right, so that's interesting. I never even knew he was a musician there, Marky Mark.
Yeah, I looked at the lyrics to that song as well. They were quite interesting. Maybe one for the future, but I looked at the lyrics to the Babylon song, and yeah, that raised an eyebrow. It's interesting how it all connects and sort of one giant spider web from some sort of horror movie.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, the thing is, the big players, they all go towards, they all go to the same Diddy parties.
Oh yeah. I think there's Michael Jackson was meant to have a meeting on the day of 9/11, but seemingly he slept in.
Michael
And
Jackson?
Seemingly the Duchess of York, I think Fergie, she gets called. Seemingly she was meant to be there, but never appeared, or I don't know, maybe she had a hangover as well. But yeah, I think that's the main celebrities who seemingly avoided death, and it's funny how they're all kind of Illuminati people.
And then also 9/11 Visionist joined the show. He had a barbecue dinner, so I think he must be done now. And he put a link to his latest video compilation, debunking thermite. So that's good. I actually had an argument with I'm pretty sure a disinfo agent pushing thermite in my channel to just like get rid of him. Absolutely ridiculous. Definitely. That's kind of what I mean. It's like I think half and half. When you see like a predictive programming or a coincidence setup like that, it's like to confirm you got to look at multiple angles. Like first of all, let's say first of all just check if they're Freemason or not. That's a giveaway. Like Mayor Adams, I think I have it for the next live stream. So the mayor of New York City is a Freemason. Greg Adams. So New York City Mayor Eric Adams and Police Commissioner are Freemasons. I'm gonna actually play this. I have it for a next live stream, and I have it scheduled. So this is I just want to play this because it's pretty interesting. I have some posts here. So this right here, New York NYPD Square Club also is recognized as a Masonic organization. Adams is a retired NYPD captain. So Mayor Eric Adams, and then and City Police Commissioner Edward Cabin. I don't know, maybe him or this guy. Were inducted Master Masons in a secret ceremony at Gracie Mansion. And then have you ever seen the Simpsons clip where they say Freemasons run the country or no?
Yeah, I've seen that episode. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I'm gonna play this, but I need to like share for you to listen. I'll just play it. You know what it says. You won't be able to hear it because it's Google thing, but they'll hear it. Okay, Pam Ronning says my dad was a Mason and a Shriner. All right, so we have super fans. His parents are a Mason. That's interesting. And a Shriner. What's a Shriner? Let's see what this says here. I gotta unmute.
Why? What do you mean? They're all covered with filthy germs, aren't they, Smithers?
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
They're all...
Alright, so that's Freemasons run the country. Definitely. Alright,
I'm sure the mayor from Family Guy, is he not Mayor Adams as well?
oh,
I'm
that's-
sure that's his name.
Family
and-
Guy.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
That's an interesting take right there. Or present something else. I think we're on this one. I'm just gonna go window. Okay, just so I don't get mixed
And-
up. Okay.
Family Guy, I've done quite a lot of 9/11 stuff, and I shared a short
Yeah.
on my Shorts channel, and it's got
Mayor,
like
Adam West.
80,000
Adam
views.
West. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
He's Batman. Adam West Batman. Yeah, this is he's a funny guy. First appearance 2000. That's interesting. Adam, and yeah, typically Adam. Freemasons have a lot of names in there. Let's see some other setup here. So that was the next live stream. The next live stream might be pretty epic. I have some Scott Myers stuff that is quite ridiculous. So the Scott Myers, you know the Scott Myers, he's the one that filmed the second plane
Yeah.
impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you heard about how he got murdered allegedly, right?
Yeah.
So apparently, so he got murdered by this woman that he started like he met at a food kitchen or something, and then she stabbed him once, one stab wound in the neck. That's all it was, and he has security cameras all over his house. They never showed it, but the police they say they have it. And then did you see my last live stream when I went over that he got arrested into?
Yeah, seen that video. Yeah, it was. I commented saying it was like he was. There was a trigger word that
Yeah.
made him say 9/11, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, I'll actually show you. So I made a compilation. It was like 20 minutes, right? So this is where let's say you think Scott Myers was in on the know. It's basically you're gonna have to get a lot of evidence, like get more than just one piece of evidence, and I think that video pretty much concludes that it's pretty like irrefutable in my take. So I actually shared one. I made a compilation of all the parts he talked about 9/11, and it's 6 minutes long. And so this is definitely I want to share this one here. So of the Scott Myers one, what I did was actually I think it's definitely worth showing this one here. But also before we go there, 9/11 Visioner says that's life. So William, he's talking to you. He wants a chat with you sometimes. Matt Easy help make it happen. So he wants to.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get that sorted.
Yeah, for sure. So if there's any contact info you want to send, maybe Telegram or whatnot, and yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So this one here.
Can I just say? Can I just say as well? Why were the police at his house?
So apparently, I didn't look at exactly like the full history of it, but apparently he violated a court order of protection. I think so. He wasn't supposed to go towards some people. I haven't looked at it, so that's something you may look. But they were saying he violated a court order, that a protection order, maybe possibly he was a restraining order or something. So I haven't looked at
And
that.
how did they get into his house? Did they just walk in?
I think they were knocking and then they walked in. As the door might have been open. It doesn't look like they broke into it.
Interesting.
But the film that he uploads, right? Okay, it's not a 24-minute continuous film. It goes here, and then it repeats itself at the 10 mark. Okay, so it goes like this. He gets up. He goes outside, and then it cuts back here. So look at the time. So the time, so 8:12. It cuts back 4 minutes backwards. So now it's 8:08 again, and he cuts it at the exact moment he mentions. He mentions. What's it called? The plane hitting the North Tower. So look what I just said. Okay, so going back here, so he cuts it off, and he reappears, and then he repeats the same thing, and then it continues to the end. But let's just play this.
So it's missing 4 minutes there.
No, it's not missing. He just goes back. He rewinds 4 minutes, and then he plays it again. So it's like,
cool.
But at the exact moment he talks about 9/11 North Tower. So I'll present something. I'll present the tab so you can hear it.
And he seems to be sleeping in his work clothing, or I mean, is that his pajamas?
Something like this is weird. And look at he's all cozy up. Just listen where.
Oh, you got muted.
Okay, I don't know why it does it because I present something else. Okay, can you hear this?
And the plane is going and
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about the plane. So he cuts off and goes right back to it. So I made a footage of it. I want to show this, even though it's a bit. Well, we're talking about 9/11. This is pretty worth it. It took me like a few hours compiling all this together, and I included that part as well. So just listen to this whole thing. He also mentions Osama bin Laden as well. This is 20 years after 9/11. Okay, Scott Myers videotaped himself getting arrested on May 10th, 2021, and kept repeating how he lost his family from 9/11. It's weird the way he words it. And the U.S. government ruined his life after 9/11. The security video repeats at the 10:28 mark, starting right at the party discussed the quote plane hitting the North Tower. The footage continues in correct order at the 4:16 mark of the video. Truly a bizarre encounter. Okay, we gotta listen to this one. I fast forward. I have the entire one, and I fast forward 10x whenever it's the in between parts. Okay, guys, this is a premiere, video premiere, guys. It's gonna be absolutely epic. Okay, can you guys? It should be here. Can you guys? Send will come in soon. Okay, so there's the audio. There's the police. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Scott! Come over! State police, 40 clear, bud.
It's not playing.
Can you hear that audio initially?
I don't think it's playing.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, when I go to the new tab. Okay, guys, we're back here. Because Google, you can only play audio when you're sharing a tab, not a window. So it's so bad. So anyways, we'll do this again. So guys, we're back here. You can hear. You should be able to hear it now. So I have 10x. I'll make this bigger.
Scott! Come over! State police, 40 clear, bud.
Okay, why is now we're playing? Okay, now it just stopped. Just play. Okay, something's up with my thingy. Alright, this one is definitely worth it, so I gotta find that Scott Myers footage. Scott Myers house arrest. I need to find this one. Show in folder. Where did I have it played? Yeah, I don't know why it just stopped. Because I'm opening the Telegram web app.
Why? Because you violated an order of protection.
Okay, go back here.
My family was exposed to 9/11, and then...
Okay, sorry about this. I just don't know why it stops. It might be loading or something. But okay, we're gonna try this again.
Are you okay?
No.
What's the matter? Are you sick or hurt?
Yes.
What's the matter?
My family was exposed to 9/11, and then we were fucked over by the cops.
Okay. Alright. I'm talking about physically. Are you physically hurt or ill, buddy?
Yes.
What's the matter?
I just told you.
Okay. Alright. So listen. Can you sit up and talk to me for a second?
Why?
Because you violated an order of protection. I'm here to process you on that tonight, arraign you on that tonight, and then bring you home. Can you describe to me any physical injury that you had?
My family was taken from me from 9/11.
Okay, I understand that, and I
don't understand
I
that.
empathize with you, sir, but that
It
has
doesn't
nothing
matter
to do
about
with
your empathy.
Is there another issue today other than that issue? With you
If
physically...
you lost your wife and your children because somebody came and attacked our country, would you be upset?
Sir, physically, is there something wrong with you? Are
Yes.
you ill? Are you injured?
I am.
Can you describe to me what your problem is?
I just did. You didn't understand it. You didn't hear it.
Right. Or you could sit here and make things more difficult.
How more difficult can it be that your family is taken from you because somebody attacked our country?
Sir, we all lost a lot of people throughout the years for many different events, including 9/11, alright?
Did you lose anybody on 9/11?
I empathize with you. But today is a different issue. Today we're here because of an order of protection violation.
My country attacked my family after I was attacked by 9/11. Would you like to see the video?
Sir, I just told you. We're not discussing 9/11 now. We
are discussing because
we
you
have
asked
another
me.
issue. Okay.
It's so weird, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it's still going. Okay, is this frozen? Okay, I hate how it freezes. It's absolutely ridiculous. He just talks about 9/11 nonstop. This is like one of the stronger proofs for MK Ultra.
And into the
Okay, it's going 10x.
My job is to take you tonight to be processed.
So I'm living next to 9/11 with a wife who's pregnant, and she's Middle Eastern. A plane, and the plane is going into the North Tower. And I say, well, okay, and then it crashes into the North Tower.
Sir, we all lost people on 9/11.
You didn't lose anybody.
I don't lose
on
anybody.
9/11.
Look what uniform I'm wearing. You think I don't?
I don't care what uniform you're
I
wearing.
also lost brothers and sisters on the fire department. Okay.
You know, the fire department came and told their people to put a chain on the stores that had jewelry, and they ripped off the doors.
Mr. Myers, we're here for an order of protection violation. We are not discussing 9/11 related
I
matters.
can't protect my family from you.
We are going to go get processed today
Why are you in my house?
because I'm here to arrest you.
For being a parent after 9/11.
No, for violating an order of protection.
No, for being a parent after 9/11.
No, it's messed up, that, man.
He falls down here. Okay, wait.
You alright?
No, I'm not.
I was going to help you.
I don't want your help.
Okay.
You're destroying my family after 9/11. Terrorist, Nazi.
I'm not a terrorist Nazi.
You are a terrorist Nazi.
What do you got?
Glasses.
Okay. I just got to make sure.
You're a terrorist Nazi.
No, no. I'm just doing my job
You
properly.
are not doing your job.
He mentions Osama bin Laden here. I have to increase the volume high. Okay, well, it's not. I hate it. It's just like glitching. Okay, let's see it again. Just play it.
Plane.
Okay, he mentions it. Actually, it's
You're
gonna.
plane.
So it restarts here. Video restarts here. Then it goes back after.
And the plane is going into the North Tower. And I say, well, okay. And then it crashes into the North Tower.
Sir, we all lost people on 9/11.
Okay, now I just fast forward that whole part because he repeated for some reason. And this is his official YouTube channel. And he just repeated, but he's like stuck on 9/11. Like he can't speak anything else. Okay, and he falls down. Okay, just keep going. He mentions Osama bin Laden right here. Okay, he mentions it once the video starts recording. Okay, just fast forward. So most of the dialogue is literally by 9/11. Okay, it should be right here now. It's where. Okay, actually 9/11 is soon. Okay, he's comes out. Okay, now he talks about Osama bin Laden. Oh wait, soon. Wait up. Just fast forward. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Just play it. Okay. He takes a photo of them right here.
Can I take this?
Okay, I hate how it's just glitching. You should mention Osama bin Laden and we'll...
The show on the road, alright? We'll get it over with quickly.
Put the show on the road before the sleep started with 9/11 yet. You're worse than Bin Laden, motherfucker. No, it's not okay.
Is that it?
He mentions 9/11 and Osama bin Laden, and it's hard to hear exactly what he's saying, but the guy is a weird. So anyways, he went and he comes back later that same night because I think they just went to go and formally charge him. And
What's up, man? Good. How are you?
yeah. So most of the dialogue is strictly by 9/11. And they just take him out, and he comes back. So it's 8:20 p.m. Interesting. May 10th, 8:20 p.m. Okay, let's see when he comes back. And then, okay, then he comes back an hour and a half later, an hour 40, and there he is. And he checks his stuff, and he's fine. That's pretty quick, huh? Just an hour and a half. Thought he would stay longer. Anyways, and then months later he would get stabbed by allegedly. So that's pretty wild stuff. So if you watch that, definitely, because just both I think. Yeah, people posted planned video, etc. Well, I think he's. Oh, Matthew just can't hear you. Can you hear me now? The version? So I don't know what's going on here. Is this another person? He's really annoying. James Holmes got MKL Dread. Okay, well, so apparently, yeah, they had restraining orders, and he overtook them. Okay, so they got restraining. So apparently, his family got restraining orders against him because he supposedly lost his mind because of 9/11. That's the narrative. Okay, that's I didn't realize. Because Timothy Sullivan's in the chat dropping bombs right here.
Sounds a bit like a victim of voices from DARPA.
Yeah, definitely. And then you saw his film at the beginning. What he had? He had the airplane and helicopter toys. Did you see that one? And then also his kid was throwing around the airplane just in front of the World Trade Center. Yeah. You saw those ones or no?
I don't think I've seen that one of his kid, but I mean the guy, he looks like he's under the influence of drugs or something like that. He's stumbling about and not quite coherent.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's either MK Ultra damaged or the guy's been on some sort of drugs that.
Yeah, it's definitely something messed up.
Damaged.
But it's
yeah,
also.
it's strange.
Okay, but it's definitely messed up. But so this is his actual footage. So if you go to the full footage, I want to see the full one, the full Scott Myers footage. Okay.
So basically, is he claiming that he recorded the plane going in and then they destroyed his life?
Yeah, well, I haven't looked at it, but apparently 9/11 ruined his life somehow, and his parent and his family filed a restraining order according to Timothy Sullivan, and he's been looking at it a lot. And he actually lives nearby where they all live, and they all live in a place called Catskill, in like New York region. And so here's the official. This is his footage. The first second he has a helicopter and a plane, and then if I just fast forward, and then he has this kid throwing, and this is World Trade Center. There's this kid playing with a helicopter in front of the World Trade Center, and then he's throwing the helicopter around. I think he has a plane as well. I don't know if they show the plane, but he's throwing it around, just in front. And then he right after the first impact. He sets up his tripod right over to film the second one. So allegedly, he just randomly caught it. So he set up the tripod and left the camera there forever. So it wasn't like someone who's just filming and then it sees it. So
yeah, the kid doesn't look like he's his kid. I don't know if you thought that, but I mean, the guy's got ginger hair and stuff like that. The kid looks different completely.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll need to do an examination. Throw that in your AI algorithm. Oh, that's another thing that we can cover. Actually, I wanted to see how you're doing those AI algorithm stuff. But here, let's just have a check on the chat, and you can. I'll go to the chat and other stuff here. So there's the the Morgan Reynolds live stream is gonna be quite epic. Yeah. So this is the Scott Myers one. I cannot believe all he could talk about is 9/11. And I thought I talked about 9/11 a lot. He talks about more than me. No one's
He's talking about it in his sleep.
Yeah, this is 20 years later, and he's getting arrested for talking about 9/11 nonstop. And I was talking about 9/11. Okay, so we show this. I want to go to the live stream setup right here. Okay, so we have I think I just want to check what the stats were. No, let's see the stats. Why does it zoom out so much? It's concurrent viewers. We have 50. What was we had almost 60 actually. Almost. That's pretty epic. Okay, so I'm gonna mute this. What's going on in here? Mute tab. Just getting notifications. Okay, so I think he is on Ben Zadoispian. Okay, so anyways, so here's a bunch of the comments. You can have a look at them. People are saying stuff. Victim of his federal pension, and you want a full Bartard on benzo maybe. Okay, so people are talking about are diagnosing him. Yeah, right. Liger says MES. You only talk about 9/11 as well. 9/11 is a big one. Yeah, I do, but no one's arresting me for it. Like I talk about 9/11, but
not yet.
Well, the thing, people aren't filing restraining orders. They're following my live streams to listen more. So you guys are feeding in my addiction. So I'll include you guys in the lawsuit. All right. So the next setup here. Let's see. We've done a lot of predictive programming. the Trump Osama book. You've seen this one, and the Back to the Future. Yeah, I got it from you actually. The one where Back to the Future predicts both the Twin Towers and the Lone Tree, like the one tower attack, and the Donald Trump one here. You've seen this one too, his book.
No.
So Donald Trump wrote in his book, and this is 2000. I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 World Trade Center look like kids playing with firecrackers. And later, also in this book, it says, Trump, the America we deserve. This is 2000. One day we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number one, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. He escapes back under some rock, and a few news cycles later is on to a new enemy and new crisis. So that was from his book. And when he was running mainstream news, actually covered it, and they were all in shock. Let's see what, I don't know if you've seen it. It might be good for your channel. You've had some, I've stolen some of the clips. The one of the passport, if you can believe that I could not, like, I've seen that like 1,000 times. It was just mind-boggling. Like, the news anchor, his first impression is like, yeah, this is completely fake. Trump book Osama. News should cover
the funniest one with that was the plane part they seemingly found, 11 years later in between two buildings. Yeah, it never had any moss or bird droppings or anything on top of it, but it lay there for 11 years seemingly.
Yeah, and they had a rope too, and they're like, the rope has nothing to do with how we got them. Like, it's a freaking rope. Okay, so, and it was right next to that mosque. Okay, so here's the Donald Trump predicted.
BuzzFeed.
This one here.
Dug up an old quote from Donald Trump talking about a large-scale terror.
Oh, actually, you can't hear it all. Okay, this is the only downside. Present something else. I need to share a tab just so you can listen to it. Otherwise, you won't be here. So I'll do this each time just so you can hear it.
Terror attack. BuzzFeed dug up an old quote from Donald Trump talking about a large-scale terror attack 19 months before 9/11. In his 2000 book, The America We Deserve, Trump wrote, I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 Trade Center look like little kids playing with firecrackers. Trump also mentioned the mastermind of the attack, writing, quote, one day we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number one, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. He escapes back under some rock, and a few news cycles later, it's on to a new enemy and a new crisis. Trump.
Wait. Okay, hold on a second. Is this really Trump before 9/11? Have you read this?
It's 2000 in his book.
Are we making this? Did you make this up, Mika?
Nick.
I did.
Did you make this up?
Nick, exactly. Tell us it's over, right? Because
will you
you're wrong about everything.
Mika, stop. God.
I don't think it's over.
What's that? What's the rage here? Will you stop picking on him?
I think it's cute.
Well,
go for it.
No, really quickly, though. I mean, so, Willie, that was...
2000.
In a book he wrote in the year 2000.
Yeah. Well, it was published in 2000. He could have written it in 1999 for all
exactly. He might have been more precious.
So he basically predicted the attacks from Osama bin Laden.
Hey, YouTube fans, I'm Luke Russ.
All right, so even MSNBC hosts are shocked by him. And
yeah, well, they said at the very start it was 19 months before it.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's when he must have published. Well, when he wrote the book, it must have been interesting. They said 19 as well.
That's interesting.
But I mean, Trump. I'm unsure of the exact date that Bill Cooper predicted it, but Trump could have been echoing what Bill Cooper had said.
Oh well, possibly, but well, this is 2000. No, Bill Cooper said in 2001. But he did talk about so Bill Cooper's prediction was 2001. Yeah. But no, what I mean is Trump is a high level like Freemason. If you notice, he always does this with his hands. Yeah, Yeah, always. Yeah, that was the first time I started noticing it, is when he started, like, as I noticed he did it, and then everyone starts doing it. So I even have a full. I'll share a window. Okay, so present something else. I'll just do window so we don't get I don't get mistaken. Okay, so I have a full thread here, hands. So MES.fm/hands. So Angela Merkel always makes sure to represent her puppet masters. It's like a square and compass logo. You have the square and there's compass, pretty much Freemasonic. She does it all the time. And she does it, she thinks, oh, just a cool thing to do. And there's Trump does it all the time. And I know it's Trump doing it all the time, just doing that. Andrew Tate has a similar one. This one here is the Canadian Shark Tank guy. Have you heard about this guy, the millionaire?
Yeah.
He does this all the time, and if you go, so look how he does his hands. And if you go to Shark Tank, just that's I did Shark Tank logo. See how it looks like, and it's like the centerpiece is literally him. Yeah, so if you go open this one, centerpiece is just him, and he's the boss, and he's doing that. So that's Kevin
It's
O'Leary.
pretty much the same logo as what you showed in the marquee mark.
Yeah, that was
And-
the logo. Yeah, when you showed it.
Yeah.
So I can include that there. I have a giant thread on these guys that are doing the hands thing, and I also have videos like Alan Dershowitz, and also it includes even a mainstream scientist. Like this guy's a mainstream scientist talking about nukes and other stuff, moon, and so he's rocking that. So it's like to get this kind of influence, you're gonna need to have like make sure that it's the right guy. So this guy is another guy. This guy claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, and he claims to have done it right. So he claims to have created Bitcoin, and in his live stream he has Bitcoin SV, so it's like a fork of Bitcoin. I do this like 45 times speed on his live stream. He does this like nonstop for like an hour. He just does that nonstop for an hour. And another one here. This one is this one here is my all-star game. Everyone's got their normal hands, and if you zoom in, there's me when I had hair.
Busted.
All right, so that's and then another one. So Alan Dershowitz. I have some other ones here, but the Alan Dershowitz one is very interesting. You know Alan Dershowitz, Trump's lawyer. This is a good one for you. You may want to check in your AI detection. Alex Trebek, he came out and says he has cancer, and then look at his hands the whole time. He's pretty much.
I've heard.
He's doing his hands.
And
Okay.
I'm extremely touched by the warmth.
So if you could test if that's AI or not.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
And then this is
So he claimed he had cancer. What did he die or?
I think he recovered or something. He said thank you. I forgot what it was, but he recovered.
Because when people get cancer, they get treatment and they lose their hair.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't looked at that. I just looked at it. No, definitely, yeah. That's something to look into it. And there's another one. When I do the video ones, it's cool. So this is. Do you remember that alleged terrorist attack in Christchurch or shooting or whatnot? So the Christchurch
Oh yeah, New
mosque-
Zealand.
Yeah. So I did a I think I fast forward the police commissioner, Mike Bush, interesting names, at 10x speed. Look at his hands the entire time. Let's do so the entire time his hands are doing it's always like this, and he always goes back like this. He does this like pretty much all the time. Never moves it away. And it's right after that. And Elon Musk obviously does that a lot too. And this guy too, that fake comedian, the guy who says like he also.
Oh yeah, the leftist guy.
Well, it's once COVID says, like, then he starts being like pro government. He was always like anti-establishment. Once COVID happens, like he's like, shut up and take the vax and wear the mask. And look at this, looks absolute clown. And then see some other ones. Even this one here was the Dawn of Killer Robots. This guy, the Atlas, part of the DARPA robotics challenge. He's the one part of making DARPA robots. He's rocking it. And this is Alan Dershowitz, okay? So Prince Andrew's also rocking it a bit, but Alan Dershowitz does it big time. Prince Andrew, yeah, so he was rocking it in photos and videos, but the video one is the one that's like pretty ridiculous. Okay, and also CIA director, even when he was saying that we lied, cheated, and steal, he was rocking the hands. Okay, this one here. So Alan Dershowitz, he was O.J. Simpson's lawyer. He was also Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, Trump's lawyer. And this is like a full hour. I do 45 times speed. He does his hands the entire time. He does the Trump hands. So this is he does this for 45 times speed. This isn't just like, oh, someone does this randomly. And he's also accused pedo as well in Epstein's island. And there's photos of him on Epstein's couch and stuff. And he got a massage from an underage girl. I think he says that he didn't sleep with her. He just had a massage or something. He didn't know she was underage or something like that. All right, and he was also a lawyer for Roman Polanski, like Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, Mike Tyson, Harvey Weinstein, and O.J. Simpson, and he's doing no hands. And now he's Trump's lawyer.
Wow, you could hardly make that up.
Yeah, and also there's Fauci too. Fauci's also rocking it as well. It's pretty ridiculous. And he's also on Fox News saying that Israel should bomb like the living daylights out of Hamas. No, out of the Gaza, not just Hamas, out of Gaza. And then so I actually bought this book. I don't know if you've seen this. Simpsons Handbook of World Domination, and he does the hands thing. It includes in there like a whole Freemasonic, like the Stonecutters. You've seen the Stonecutters episode? Yeah, so it includes a whole like little bit on Stonecutters with a secret secret like thingy that you highlight and you can see secret words on it. I actually have the book. I'll bring it up soon, right here.
Interesting. Of course, the guy behind The Simpsons, he's definitely in the club. I think there's a picture of him doing the same sign as well.
We're back. So, yeah, so the hand thing is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think the guy, Matt, who creates it, he's doing the hand sign in a photo.
Yeah, the hand sign. Yeah, it's also like similar to the Aleister Crowley. They do like they kind of do like this one as well. They were like pointing outwards. It's like the Jay-Z, and also in Aleister Crowley's religion, they use that in their rituals and so on. And yeah, Paul Level says, to be fair, some acting models they teach a few hand signs like that. It's like hand signs on their own. They're just hand signs, but hand signs used for specific purposes. So here's the book, and they have like a stonecutter in the opening pamphlet. You open it up, it has a giant. First, it was a giant poster, but they also have. They also have the secret password here, so you can go open. You can go through stuff, and then you see secret words like this one here. You can see some secrets, and then you highlight over. It's a bit hard to see. Anyways, you highlight over, and it'll tell you secret.
Wow.
It's like go to page whatever.
It's They Live glasses.
yeah. This is actually They Live. It's pretty ridiculous. But this is one of the I think quality wise one of the like best books written like in terms of like they put so much effort into this. Like every page is a pop up. It's like a kid's. It has like a pop up. You can open up. The pages have opening up stuff that you can open up in the page. So it's like the amount of effort putting into this, and they also have like books within books. So you have a giant book within a book.
Yeah, quite astonishing that it's aimed at kids as well.
Well, it's kids, but it's hard. I think it's just adult kids or something like me. And they have an entire stonecutter section on who's a stonecutter. Stonecutter one's pretty interesting. Let's see. That's pretty much okay, but it's hard to grasp. Where's the stonecutters? I gotta see the stonecutter stuff. Where's the stonecutters? Okay, where is the stonecutters? I'm trying to read the stonecutters.
They seem to put everything out right down the line from a very young age to teenagers to adults. And I think with the 9/11 programming, you see that because you get it in the cartoons, and then you get it in the TV series, you get it in the movies, magazines, papers, and all the rest.
Yeah, because there's the guide to stonecutters, and they even discuss all the celebrities inside it. Krusty the Clown. They have the President George Bush as seniors as Freemasons as well. Mr. T, Mark Twain. Yeah, Krusty the Clown. Okay, it's pretty funny, but it's like, yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool stuff. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay. All right. So let's see the predictive programming. Is there any other predictive programming? Asking TNT. Oh, this was you actually asking about them. I put that in my Telegram right here. That's life. Okay. Guess that live stream you sent me. This one right here, the TNT radio live stream. You asked over at the bottom, and I zoomed in. So you asked, Jason, what's your thoughts on the work of Dr. Judy Wood regarding 9/11? That's interesting. And you said they didn't respond with anything.
He completely avoided it.
Yeah.
And when he got the 9/11 pilots on, there was two of them, and not once did they mention anything about the work of Judy Wood or how I think one of them pointed to demolition, but they were very suspect. And one of the guys as well, he was like in his bedroom, and there was somebody in his bed behind him. You could see them moving about in the bed. It was like, what the heck? What is this?
They probably had a Diddy party. Okay, go on.
Yeah, probably.
This is 4 hours they went, and how many views they get? This is interesting. Is this still going? It's still live, isn't it? No, 13 people watching. They've been going since April 10th.
Yeah, it seems to just play constantly. So, because I had to go back and find it, and I had to rewind right back, but
yeah, that's
it seems to just play on a loop as a live stream.
And what is this TNT? I've never heard of it before. TNT radio.
Yeah, I'd found it through an ex-nurse who'd done a lot of stuff on C19, but I never knew the guy Jason Burmis was on it, but I thought they would have a bit more subscribers than what they've got.
Okay, yeah, pretty interesting. All right, no, yeah, definitely. It's just weird though. But 9/11 is the one where it's like you can literally litmus test tell. It's like it's on its own. 9/11 is like a they live glasses. You just check. They talk about 9/11 Judy Wood, then they know what they're talking about. If they're not, then you know exactly what they're talking about. It's a Red Liger says let's talk AI. Okay, I think it's time for some AI stuff. Okay, enough 9/11 stuff. Let's. But then there's Osama bin Laden as well, so that's pretty interesting. All right, so. I'm just going to power through here. So one more thing about the 9/11. So fake 9/11 survivors MSN story. This is in 2022. It spiraled out of control. The fantasticists who pretended to be 9/11 survivors. Or it's just like rubbing it in their face. All right, that's interesting. What else was there before we get through? So Jeff Bezos' fiance is a man. So you also have gender detection technology. So I'm like, what is going on here? All right, so we're going to open up some stuff and discuss it. So fake 9/11. Yeah. So I'm gonna close some stuff and then just open it. So we'll focus, guys. We're gonna focus on AI, gender detection, and deepfake detection, and see what comes up in our journey. So I'm gonna open up this right here. Get SummerSlam. Oh, topple 9/11. That was interesting. Where's did I just go? Jeff Bezos' wife. FEMA crosshairs. We'll do that as well for maybe next time. I'll just open stuff up. Closest some of us will ever get to heaven. We got that snippet.
There's the Prince
this was
concert as well.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden ready to bomb. Deepfake testing. Okay, so Osama bin Laden, Trump, Kate Middleton, and also we'll start off the Kate Middleton with that video I had about Kate Middleton. And then Jeff Bezos' real life. I'm going to open up all these, and then I think we should pretty much cover a whole lot of ground. And also Christopher Columbus conned natives with eclipse prediction. And then the world order banned. Let's start World War III. Mark Twain. Okay, predictive programming. And first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to the Kate Middleton stuff, the predictive, the AI deepfake. So Kate Middleton, I'll play this one. So I got it from yours, and I just had to do it because I'm like, that's absolutely ridiculous. So from your video right here, Kate Middleton blinks too fast. So yeah, so right. Okay, this was a Kate Middleton full video, but I got it from here. Where did I get it from? Okay, more anomalies. So I got this from your setup here. And then you mentioned that she blinks too fast. So then I did that slow motion. No, I did the counting here. So I literally went to the count of how many times she blinks. So we're going to play it right here. So average human blinking rate is 15 to 20 times per minute. Let's see what she does. And then it's quick, right? All right, so I start here. So I do a 30-minute sample. I'm a 30-second sample. So she starts 1. Let's see her eyes and go. Yeah, so she's literally blinking. She's blinking like pretty much a 1, 2. Average is a 1 at a second for a 30-second span. But there's a period where she's blinking like faster than once a second.
Yeah, and one of the first things they point to in spotting a deep fake is not a lot of blinking or too much blinking.
Okay.
So I mean, it was way too much for a normal person, especially given the context of the situation. She should be looking straight at the camera, eyes wide open, saying, "Look, I've got a bit of news. I need to tell you this, blah, blah, blah." But the blinking was horrendous. It was one of the first things that caught my eye. And then I thought, well, we'll run it through a couple of tests. And it didn't look good.
Yeah, so that's the testing that you had up here. So I'm going to play some of this here. Eye and mouth anomalies. Yes, her eyes do look messed up. That's probably why they had her in a distance shot.
Yeah, and I mean, the real Kate's she's stunning, man. So the difference is you can notice it straight away. Your gut instinct tells you.
Yeah, and her jawline just got a bit wider, it seems.
Yep, it almost became like a manly sort of jawline.
Yeah, this is AI gender swapping.
Unless maybe she transitioned.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But usually transitioning from it's like girl to a guy, it still has a lot of feminine features. The male to woman one, that's the one where it's like okay, it's hard to transition the other way around. So this deepfake one, assigning a specific percentage here. Let's see what it says. I think this is the voice one used. Voice comparison. 28% similarities between it. This was alright one. But the other ones you had, let's go man, woman. We'll do the gender one soon after this one. Deepfake bin Laden. Okay, we'll do the deepfake Trump first. So this one here, 119. Did you do that on purpose? The 9/11 backwards?
I never know.
Okay. Well.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Exposed.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about the 50% part. You're gonna see half and half. Oh, Paul from Newcastle and Paul Lovelace. We have 2 Pauls right here. Hi all. Okay, we have a whole bunch of Pauls. Okay, so this one I wanted to ask if you can even maybe share your screen and see how you did this, because I want to see this live. Okay, so this is the Trump video. And you got this music. Is this copyrighted music or no? Or how did you get this music?
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Okay, but your music is pretty fire. That's like pretty good.
The thing with music, you can never please everyone.
Yeah, that is true. But you do what you do. It's all right. Like with me, I just have like typically no music on it, just because like that's how I do my research. But it is fire because it gets me going too much, you know. Sometimes I'm gonna be more mellow.
Yeah, I'm quite big into my music and still a bit my football, so I tend to use music.
And then 33, did you pick that on purpose or no, or is it long?
Well, it was actually 34, I'm pretty sure. But what the software does, the clip can only be 35 seconds.
Okay.
So I cut a bit off and put it in, and it happened to be 33.
Okay. So you got 119, you got 33. All right. What's going on here? Okay,
it's all going on.
I'm gonna have to like follow your car. You gotta go to a stonecutter.
Yeah. That's me. I'm busted now, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna see photos of you doing this. Oh yeah. So a story actually about doing the hands thing. So I told my brother, and then so my brother he told his friend, but his friend was like joking about it. He's like, so he's joking about us, saying it's whatever, nobody does that, okay? So then he started so then he went to his work like I think Christmas dinner party, and then so it was a Christmas dinner party, and then like all the big shots came in, like the CEO of the company shows up, and he was at the center of the table. And then he told my brother that he was literally doing this the entire time at the dinner table, and he's the big CEO of the company. And then so after that he wasn't joking about it. He's like, okay, there's something to it. So I'm like, okay, what in the world's going on here? Yeah. Okay, so let's play it right here.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like the Freemason. Because the thing is, 9/11 shows it's a world government, but it's a hidden one. And the question is, how do you hide it? You're gonna have to have some sort of secret oaths, blackmail, and etc., but also patterns where at every stage of life you're going to have specific people that they're going to have some sort of way of telling each other. That's usually like Bill Cooper was saying, like Freemasons would stand with their signs or whatever. One way is they would stand cross, like they would have one leg like to the other one perfect 90 degrees, so you could spot another Freemason and be like, hey, and start talking to them when you're in
Yeah, there's another stance where they've got their feet kind of like that, but they're apart.
That's another one, yeah.
And there's British politicians that do it, and it's like a weird stance to take. It's not a normal stance to take. And there's been the British prime ministers who have done it in the past, and it's like, I think it signals to others that, by the way, we're in the same club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And also like different degrees as well. Like the 33rd degree might do something like ridiculous. They might do something like this. If you see someone walking in, you go to a party and you see someone doing this, you know he's a grandmaster.
Of course, they've got their own different levels of a handshake that they'll do.
Yeah, definitely. It's a whole bunch of nonsense they do, clowning us and themselves. Going on further. So Apollo says, "Is this software that you wrote? I assume you just found this online." The software right here. We're gonna play this one.
If you go back, you'll see the website that I used. That's the name of it at the top.
APIARA.RA. And I see the deepfake it pushes out here. Play double speed. Deepfake detected, and there was a percentage one. I think you try multiple ones as well.
Yeah, that was with Bin Laden. I put him through multiple tests.
Okay, this was this one. And then because you already have the clip, I'm gonna play the Osama bin Laden one. and this is from, again, years ago. From October 2001, the results, they all say deepfake. So that, but the thing is, have you done it with a control test? Like find a actual real video from whatever date area and then put that in to see if it's fake or not. Have you done something?
Yeah, beforehand, yeah.
Yeah, so
I had to do that as well with Kate Middleton, just so I knew what I was dealing with. But I mean, it only, again, it's not concrete in my own view, but it adds to the sort of pile of evidence already.
Well, yeah. One thing that adds, like the biggest one is like 9/11 is obviously not done by this guy. You know what I'm saying? So this video is fake, even if he's just acting. So then knowing that it's deep fake AI, that's just
yeah. I'm sure that because I got told before, or I had seen that Bin Laden, there was a report came out that he actually died in, I think, 1998 or 1999.
Yeah, from like some sort of tuberculosis or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right away he said he didn't do it. And also, Methyl Miner says, I've asked ChatGPT if they knew who Math Easy Solutions is. They responded, said you create helpful math videos on YouTube. Epic stuff. That's the algorithm. I got the algorithm down tight. Display here again here. No, fast forward. Okay, lip syncing, lip sync test. Yeah, so you won't hear the audio, but just the music. It's fine. Reset. Deepfake. Deepfake detected. Deepfake emitter, MDFL. So you did multiple ones. They all show the same one. Okay, 99.9%. When it gives you that confident rate, that's unreal. So, would you be able to share your screen and do a live demonstration for us?
Probably.
Yeah, I just want to see it, just so the audience knows this is 100% real, 100% generated. Just so I get dual spatial pyramid exposing face warp artifacts. Alright. Alright, that's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so do you think you could pull it up and just run it out, or I'll try it right now, actually, maybe. Yeah, let's see. If you have the video clip, I just need a video clip of it. Let's see, and but does it automatically cut it itself? So you can just put any video and it automatically crops it?
I think in the deep fake-o-meter, I think you can put a whole video.
Oh really? Which one?
But you get 2 credits, so you can do it twice, and then you've got to pay, basically.
Okay. Bree says the film AI was released a week after 9/11. Interesting stuff. Let's see. Okay, then you gotta pay. I just want to try that. Well, I was thinking, would you do you want to share your screen and do a test for us, or up to you if you want or not? Otherwise, we could just keep moving.
Yeah. Is there a video in particular?
Well, I wanted to actually test out this Bin Laden one. Just do it, Bin Laden one or the Trump one.
Yeah, I could put Trump through there.
Yeah, just so we could see it live, because so it's like.
Yeah, let me see.
Just so it's people know this is 100% real. We're doing it live.
I'll log in.
Yeah, let's pull it out in there, and then I'll do a test as well. Let's see if I can pull out something. AI generator. Which one is this one? Result: dual spatial pyramid. DSP deep fake tester. I'm gonna do some stuff right as we speak as well. We're doing research on the go. Where is the one?
Let me see. Upload.
Where do you find it?
I should still have Trump.
Okay. AI detector. AI deepfake detector. I just wanna live lab. Okay. AI deepfake detectors. Just give me a detector. Participant experiment at deepfakes. This one. Okay, this is real or fake. Image is real image. No.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's you have to like answer questions. I don't think it actually analyzes.
Okay. Oh.
Because I had to spend a bit of time in trying to find one that actually analyzed a picture.
All right, Pam just donated $10, $9.99, upside down 666, unreal. Thanks, Pam. Let's get the show. Let's get this party started. All right, guys, no Diddy. We're doing a regular party, not a Diddy party. All right. Just have to specify.
Let me see. I'll upload the Trump video.
Or deep fake-o-meter. Okay, this one here.
You have to you need to create an account. I can share my screen. I've not done Trump in that.
Okay, Paul's as well. Thanks, Paul, as well for the donation. Epic stuff, guys. Anything amounts. Okay, which one does? I just wanted to see it live for my. Are you? You can share a screen whenever you're ready.
Yeah, cool.
And
so can you see that?
Okay, let's see your screen. I'm gonna stop presenting mine, so it covers stop presenting. And yeah, I can see yours. Yeah.
So
okay.
what I've done is I've put in I think it's Trump, 33 seconds by the looks of it. Okay. So you can tick detection. Before I had to do it, I didn't know very much, going back to the Kate Middleton video. So I've had to kind of do crash courses on deep fake, basically. And I'll be honest, it's a complicated issue. It's getting seemingly so good that detection is much harder. And I read an article from a professor in computing, and he was talking about how it's been used by certain governments in the past, but not so much by like democratic Western governments. But he said that's only a matter of time, and that was early this year. He said it would only be a matter of time before they started to use it, if not already. And I thought, well, they probably are already, to be fair. So I know that the lip syncing is to match up the words, and I think this one is the facial.
What website is this? It doesn't show the link. You can just put
a deep fake-o-meter.
Oh, okay, deep fake-o-meter. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just deep fake-o-meter. Just because it doesn't show like when you scroll away. Deep fake-o-meter, and I will find it here. Okay, thanks. And I will put that in.
What I'll do is I'll just put them all.
Yeah. Okay. Just put them all, and I'll put this in the chat right here. So
and then when you're ready, I'll submit it.
Okay. So you put them all there. Select them all. Yeah. Submit.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys. We're seeing live deepfake here. Oh, send you some like on MES. Oh, thanks, Matt. And also, if you guys want to donate to
why is it not submitting?
Thanks, Matt. And also, if you guys, I'll give him his donation links. What is set up here? I'll put the donation links after this when I share the screen. Okay, so just submitting. Let's see how does this share data.
I'm trying to submit it, but it's not. Maybe I'll take away to.
All right. It's all right. I will figure out something.
I'll do it again because I'm sure I had this issue before. Upload file.
Deep fake-o-meter. Deep fake-o-meter. I will find this. Okay, where's the website? What am I? I don't understand. What am I looking at? Deep fake-o-meter. Yeah, if you send a link, I'm like googling it. It's nothing's showing up. What is the?
Yeah. I can put the. Can I send you the link?
Yeah, you can send in the chat or the Telegram, whatever, and I'll just pull it up.
Why is it not uploading?
Yeah, I'll test out some stuff as well. YouTube takes 30%, so what you get is 666 donations plus. No, Penrose, no, I meant the 999 is upside down. I don't know it's 30%. I'm saying 999 upside down 666. And then I'll find your donation stuff as well. So we'll actually.
Oh, there it's uploading.
Yeah, I'll just cover this up. Once you find it, let me know. I will send people your donation links, and they can donate as they wish.
So it's processing that one. I think it's to do with the facial.
Donation here for that's live. Okay. Yeah, is it processing? Okay, there's processing.
Yeah.
The facial one. Yeah, as long as we have something. Okay, so we got live running it through. That's epic stuff here.
It's Donald Trump.
Yeah, so like that's usually what I do when I do stuff like this, where to make it easier for people to verify, I usually put a link to the actual video and a link to the software. So all people have to do is click, upload, and a link to the original so they can download. And I started doing this just because just to make sure everyone believes me without having to like just to make it easier to verify, because I've noticed like especially when when with 9/11, disinfo agents literally mess up the
Mhm.
actual video, and so it's hard to.
Well,
tell
that's
what's
why
going
in the video I put a screenshot of the website before it.
Oh, that's good.
So people, I mean, if people wanted to find it, they should be able to find it anyway. So they know where to get it. But I think you only get so many, and then you've got to pay, and you've got to create an account and basically give away all your data to them. So
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
process-
I can try it with this one. I can try it.
It takes that long to process. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it did the last time. It took.
Yeah, they probably do that
a
on
wee
purpose.
while.
They probably do it on purpose to slow it down so people don't overload their thing. Let's put okay. This is actually like that's a great tool to test. And then yeah, so as you said, AI is getting super good that it's hard to detect. And I think yeah, so then as that gets better, I think the AI detectors need to get better too. So they're gonna use AI to detect AI.
Yeah, it's a really complicated thing. I didn't realize how complicated it was before, but I'm now basically a beginner in detecting deep fakes, so might not be a good idea.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I'm on this. Okay, I think I'm on here. Okay, so likelihood score. Upload another file. Okay, there. I'm finally in there. Holy cow! It took me forever just to find it. I will put this in right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just got a message from my friend saying, World War III ? I'm like, what? did Iran?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Like I said to you, but before we came on, I seen it on the news. It popped up saying, "Oh, Israel are in high alert."
Yeah.
Because of Iran. So surely we'll see the stream out.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Iran thing, I have a giant like I have like hundreds of posts, or maybe hundreds of posts on my Telegram, literally about Iran. Whoops, how do we go to here? Iran. Yeah, so I have 46 posts all about Iran, World War III, Iran, because like yeah, ever since Iran, yeah, like that's the final one. Like you've seen that I forgot that military general that said that he saw in the when he was in the Pentagon that there was a list of countries to attack. Iran is last. Yeah, you've seen that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Iran is last, and then he even has a website say stopwarwithiran.com. And yeah, so and then Trump he assassinated I'm just going by the mainstream narrative. So Trump assassinated the military leader of Iran, and then Iran has that video of that drone. They did a fake video of a drone assassinating Trump on his golf course. You've seen that one? Yeah. So that yeah.
I've not seen that.
Yeah. So
oh, there you go.
AI generated likelihood 100%. All right. So there it is,
Wow.
guys. That's live footage right there. Now I will do some stuff like that too. That's pretty epic stuff. Okay.
100%. That's the clip of Donald Trump from his
Yeah.
one of his latest.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll share my screen now if unless you want to share some other stuff. I think that's pretty cool stuff. And I wanted to show was speaking about the Trump one. I'm gonna share right here. And if you have anything else, just let me know if you want to share. Let's see how much time. We'll check the time soon. But that's cool stuff. I'm gonna go change.
That's in relation to the it captures the face and determines if it's a real face or a fake face.
No, that is definitely great.
Do you know I'm actually only about not even about 40 to 50 miles from Donald Trump's golf course in Scotland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's a good road trip. Just go there and have a.
Well, I've thought about it in the past, but because he built the golf course here in 2012, I think, and there was a big deal made about it because somehow at the time Trump managed to get the Scottish government to go against what the people voted, because the people in that area voted against it.
Oh, yeah.
But the Scottish government, for the first time in their history, overturned the decision, and Trump got the course, which was pretty shocking. So it shows you even back then he had quite a lot of power.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's his name is pretty big on the on like the Freemason hierarchy. And,
yeah.
Okay, so this is the 1979. This is the thing you shared with me. 1979 FEMA terrorism emergency response to terrorism, and then the first thing they have is the image of the Twin Towers, the North Tower, and it struck exactly. That's an exact. That's almost exactly the place where the alleged plane hit. That's the north side of the North Tower. Okay, that's unreal. Okay, this is definitely. Okay, I'll just put this here for future. It's unreal. Okay, 30% of 999 is 666. Epic stuff, Pam. Yeah, but it do they actually take 30%? If they do, we should no more super chats. It's unreal. Okay.
Probably 33%.
Well, she says 30% of 999 is 666, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
YouTube cut up super chats. But the thing is, that's more than the ad revenue. Ad revenue, they get like 45% or something. YouTube, so it's doing how much does YouTube make? YouTube agrees to pay 70%. Yeah, 70% of the chat's value. So up to you guys if you want to get super chat and you get your name shown up there, or you can always go into PayPal or MES, or crypto and so on. And methyl miners, I believe Bree, I'm not sure what she donated to you, maybe to you or me. And then if you don't, I just want to check the. We'll check live right now for the Litecoin donation by Methyl Miner. Sent 40 output. What's the balance right now? Received, I don't know. The balance is this. So the Litecoin, LTC, Litecoin price. Litecoin price. I think everything's dumping now, so but it should be worth as much. But let's see. Have a look. Litecoin. Yeah, everything's dumping. Where's Litecoin? I just clicked Litecoin. It's not showing Litecoin. Just want to check the price of the donation and then give a shout out. Whoops. So $10. Epic stuff. Yeah, thanks, Math. So $10 in Litecoin. So tomorrow might be worth $5 or $20. All right. And let's see. I just want to just run down on what we're up to so far. So we've gotten 1 hour 51 minutes, and Trump needs a deepfake comb over as well. Yeah, definitely. That's good. And yeah, we have 54 people, so we still have a lot of people going on. This is pretty good. Pretty good stuff here. So we still a decent amount, and I think we crossed the 60 barrier. So that's like
cool.
Yeah, I think second time or third time we've done it.
So sorry, yeah, I always tend to say to people, so in Scotland we hated Trump before anybody hated him.
Wow. Okay.
Because to build his golf course as well, they destroyed ancient sand dunes that were there.
Holy.
They went back hundreds and hundreds of years, and they just came in and demolished the whole lot to build a golf course that doesn't even make any profit.
And it went to the Supreme Court, you said?
Well, the Scottish government overturned the locals in the area voted against it. Then the SNP government, they overturned the decision, and Trump got it. And there was one resident who stayed there. He was determined never ever to move, so he stayed and stayed and stayed, and I think they ended up having to build it around the guy. But Trump made the guy's life a living hell. They were like switching off his water, switching off his electricity. And there's an interview with the guy, and he said his only regret was not knocking out Donald Trump when he had the chance, because he bumped into Trump one of the days.
That's unreal. Yeah, so this is I'm opening right now. Trump International Golf Club, Scotland Ltd versus Scotland, and I think that's what he was sued as well. When he was sued years ago for I think it was like I think him and his father were doing rental apartments, but then there was like poor people that they wanted to kick out. I think they did similar stuff like that. They were they wanted
they terrorized. Yeah. They terrorized the guy, man. It was shocking, like, and so people here they've hated him for quite a while.
and I also heard they do that whenever he has even stuff that's already built. He wants their resale value higher, right? So then he would kick out all the low housing, like low money housing areas and whatnot, and any area that's not like the rich people. So. Because he wants rich people to come in there. He doesn't want it. Yeah. Even if the view is bad, by basically if there's like a residential area that's that the view is messing up with his golf course. He'll try to destroy. Like again,
Yeah,
you know,
that's what he was trying to say that about the guy who. I mean, the guy had a big farm and a working farm, and Trump was saying, "Oh, it's a pigsty and it's an eyesore and stuff like that." It's like it's a farm, mate. What do you expect? It's not a 5-star hotel, but the guy stood his ground. He was the only one he never ever backed down. So he's a bit of a legend here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. But then, yeah, he's a legend. But then he eventually did back down, didn't he? Or what did they do?
No, I think he stayed his ground. I think they just had to redesign. They redesigned the course. Yeah, basically.
No, that's cool. I think there's something like that in China, or I forgot that they had a highway. The guy wouldn't leave, so they moved the highway around his house. I think it was like that, or a parking lot. I think it was a parking lot around house, China, something like that. I think it was China, that they built a full mall with parking lot, but then they had to go around the guy's house. So then there's like a mall. Yeah, this homeowner in Shanghai refused to sell their. Let's see what this was here. Land to a private developer, and then I think so this guy's house. So this guy's house is in the middle of a parking lot. So at least they have infinite parking spots. Yeah, so that's the guy's house.
To be honest, I think I would have just sold.
Really? Yeah, this is pretty cool. It was gonna be pretty loud, but
it's not quite the Scottish landscape, but hey, he stood his ground, so fair play.
Yeah, this guy, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Maybe it's a similar situation to the guy in Scotland, because his family for generation after generation stayed there.
Yeah.
So it meant so much to him. And Trump just tried to destroy the guy's life. Even the police were coming to his door.
Wow. Yeah.
Just out of the blue. It was like Trump had the police working for him, the electricity board. It was quite insane. It showed you the corruption that goes on.
Yeah, but this house though in the parking lot, I don't know if I may stay. It depends of how loud it is. If it's not that loud, like you got infinite parking spots, you can go anywhere. You can go to any local store next to a SkyTrain or bus transit, and it's absolutely hilarious. All right, that is pretty. Do you know anyone from cast of Train Spotting? Someone's Methyl Miner's asking you. Do you know anyone?
Train Spotting? No, I don't.
Okay, I don't know about Train Spotting.
It's a movie, a Scottish movie. I'm not that connected. So.
And speaking about your name as well, I have a question. How did you come up with your name? That's like, and also, did you get it before Andrew Johnson wrote his book, The Earth, but Not As You Know It? Or
when did he write the book?
This was I think 2019.
I think it was August 2019 that the channel got created.
Okay, this one here. I just noticed because I realized about this book. I haven't read it yet. Methyl Miner actually sent me some info, and I'm gonna go check what the date he got it. And we're gonna see. So he wrote this book, The Earth, but Not As We Know It, an exploration. He posted November 14, 2019. This is again where I said like half of things are like just the way reality is. So you guys are in sync. So he publishes 2019, but he's probably writing it for a year or more. And then you had your channel, That's Life But Not As You Know It. And
I think it is August, is it?
April 16, 2019.
April, wow.
But the thing is, he published November. So chances are he probably had it in the works before then.
The question I get asked a lot is because there's a catchphrase in Star Trek, and it's like, that's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Oh, that's
so. And I'm not into Star Trek or anything like that, but my late father used to say, anytime that I had an issue or I couldn't understand something, my dad would just say, well, hey, that's life, but not as we know it.
Okay.
So basically, it was the first name that came to mind. And then when 2020 rolled in, I thought, I don't think I could have named it any better, to be honest.
Yeah, that's epic. Yeah, it's like my channel name, Matthew's Solutions, actually it has a hidden meaning. It was actually named after my name, Matthew. So people think it's math. That's why they all say, how come you do 9/11 or whatnot and do a math channel? I'm like, I'm actually a Matthew. It's named after myself. So Math Easy Solutions is basically whatever I find interesting. And also, let's see, 9/11 Visionist wants to actually talk to you right now. I'll give him a link. He can probably join the chat if he wants to have a chat. So now,
Cool.
Vision, I sent you a link on Telegram so you can join in and chat with us because we're just pretty much free rolling right now. And so this Earth as United Know It, Mastermind was actually, I actually asked him if he wants to join this live stream and talk about this book, and or Andrew Johnson as well on the show. I'll try to email him to get, because this one's about like different stuff, anomalies on the Earth, etc. Possibly it's hollow or the liquid mantle. It's probably like something inside might be more gaseous and then surrounds it as liquid. Basically, it's saying it's not a simple iron ball underneath, and other stuff like that. And so that'll be interesting to go over that book with Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. That
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, so maybe I'll get a copy.
Yeah, and you can also see the PDF.
I should get a free copy.
Yeah, no, what I mean is, so that's what I like about Andrew Johnson. He puts all his books, so you can order them in Kindle, book, and it's also free on PDF. All of his books, like 9/11, solar system books, space, anti-gravity, and so on. So that is a great way to set it up. And so another one. So Nile Revisionist, yeah, feel free to join. Link if you can. We should get a notification. So Nile Revisionist is going to be joining the show. Because we're free rolling. I'm just gonna close some stuff and see what else I had open. So the World Order. I'll show this one near the end maybe. Okay, so Christopher Columbus. This one here you shared that he had he actually faked. Okay, now the is in the house. Let's have a look. This is hello 9/11. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Okay, we have special guest right here.
Well, you guys are just very, very, very faint in my ears. Let me just up my volume here real quick.
Yeah, just up the volume before people complain. Goes over hollow and expanding Earth. Yeah, the expanding one, I definitely think something like that. Like the jigsaw puzzles. I'm gonna actually go over to that. I'm gonna go to check evidence. Okay. There's just a whole bunch of content to cover. Check evidence right here. Check. Okay, I got it.
I've always thought the hollow Earth has been probably the most interesting one.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I think, Earth, not as we. So he did a little short segment there, but yeah. So the expanding Earth, I think whether it's hollow or not, I definitely think the expanding one is just unreal. It's so like the continents. If you take all the Earth and just shrink it, make the water go away. All the pieces fit like a jigsaw, and there's actually an animated GIF he made here. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, this one right here in the background, he made this one here. It's hard to see, but they fit in perfectly.
Neil doesn't particularly like that term. So
I've seen that, and they've talked about how part of Scotland used to be part of, I think, Norway or somewhere up that area.
Yeah, and when it's smaller, because they're saying expanding, so that it's adding more mass somehow. But basically, if there's less mass, gravity's less, and you're gonna have bigger animals like dinosaurs. So, because like dinosaurs are pretty giant, so according to like current gravity and stuff, their necks are not strong enough, their bones are not strong enough. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, flat Earth control opposite.
That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this expanding one definitely seems. I think like if I was like literally had to like bet, I would bet Earth's expanding, and the gravity used to be less before. That's why animals are bigger. And as
It kind of makes me wonder about the giants as well that have been talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe they were too big.
Well, definitely, I think they're also big, but also, I think like the giants were like Bigfoot people. I think there still are these Bigfoot stuff, because I looked at the Lloyd Pye. Have you ever seen Lloyd Pye at Star Child? He has a very compelling case for like real, like the Bigfoot stuff is actually real. It's very, very compelling. If you ever have it, Lloyd Pye, Star Child. He's actually on it. Where's Lloyd Pye's website?
Right.
Everything's so hard to find, but you can see his presentation on here. So Andrew Johnson actually goes over Lloyd Pye. Is that how it's spelled? Star Child. This one is about that alleged skull that doesn't have human DNA, so it's like a merger of some sort of non-human and human. So Lloyd Pye here, what on earth is this? Andrew Johnson had a presentation about it, and I just gotta find Lloyd Pye. That's how you spell his name, Lloyd Pye. Lloyd Pye Star Child. Just gonna find the exact name. YouTube is just like the worst for search now. Everything is like mainstream. I just wanted to find his official channel. Okay, there's Lloyd Pye, just so you can see his actual channel. I'll put this in the chat, and you can also see it. Yeah, I'll just put it in there. Anyways, 9/11 revisionist. Are you? You have a mic. Do you want to say anything, 9/11 revisionist, or what's the?
I'm quietly listening right now because you guys are busy talking about things, and I just don't want to interject and just break the flow. Yeah. So I'll ask a couple of questions a little bit later. But I do want to say is the work that he does is absolutely awesome. I love every single video that comes out. So, dude, kudos for all the way from South Africa for what you are doing. I just absolutely love it.
Yeah. Excellent. Cheers. I love the South Africans, by the way. So I look forward to getting you on and chatting.
Yeah. And
all you guys actually need to move. All you guys actually need to move here, man, because Africa is coming to you. Everybody's leaving Africa, so it's leaving the place empty. And with your exchange rate with regards to South Africa, if you sell your house and you move here, you'll live like a king.
That might be a good idea. I might take you up on that.
Yeah. The only downside is the power goes off every other hour. It's a rolling
but
blackouts.
all you need is an inverter, some sun panels and everything. We're pretty fine because we've gotten used to the whole aspect after the last 15 years. So we either adapted or we died. So we adapted and we're fine with it. So I don't even know when the power is going off anymore because my lights are always on because I've got the converters and the batteries and all that kind of stuff. So we are having a national election in 2 months' time. Hopefully the government that's been breaking this country down for the last 30 years after democracy was forced on us, it is just going to dissipate. So let's see. But in any case, there are means and ways for you to survive in this country without even realizing any of the so-called negative aspects that you guys are hearing about, because it's all fear porn at the end of the day. So and what's happening in the West, where you can see what's happening in Europe, Britain, Scotland, everywhere is just going to get worse. What is starting to happen to the so-called West happened to South Africa in the last 30 years. You guys are going to see it in less than 10. And you guys are already in year 4.
All right.
So wake up, people.
Yeah. No, definitely. And also, earlier to your point about That's Life's like just its great videos. And again, I have to reiterate the one about the one about that news anchor saying that they found a passport. I'd have to repeat this one nonstop. This is like probably one of my favorite video, like top 10 favorite video. This one right here, we'll play it actually quick. But yeah, definitely, yeah, you need to survive, especially what's coming down the pipeline. We're basically going to be South Africa, because to save the planet, etc. I'm going to play this for,
from the World Trade Center.
I'm just going to play this just to people grasp how good That's Life's work has been. Like this footage right here, and the music with it too. And then I put the screenshot there just so people understand that the first, so that the password was found before the towers fell. Like before the towers fell. I should play this again.
Another development on Saturday, New York officials revealed at a news conference here in the city that a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. No other details were given, but the discovery prompted the FBI and police to expand the search area down in Lower Manhattan. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. The hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That if you can believe that.
All right, I just had to interject with that, guys. That's epic stuff. But yeah, definitely. So 9/11. You said that. So is Scotland in year 4? What year is Canada? I think we're like probably year 6 maybe. All right. So 9/11 revisionist is gone. Let's go. I can't hear you, 9/11. I think he's muted. I will present here. On 9/11, yeah, I was asking what year is Canada. And also, going further here, Pam says, I want to hear more about Trump's disregard for Scotland and their land. Yeah, so if you have anything to say more about that.
It was terrible. It was opposite. To be honest, at the time, I just could not believe it. The stuff that he was getting away with, honest to God.
Wow.
There is videos on YouTube that you can find in relation to the resident who would not sell. He would not sell to Donald Trump. And honestly, the guy got terrorized by the police by getting his electricity cut off. His water was getting cut off. He was being harassed by people. He had like Range Rovers with strange people in it appearing at his house and waiting outside his house. It was absolutely terrible. They tried to destroy the guy and break him down so that he would sell, but it kind of only made him more determined. So
that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the stuff here. So it has spectators heckled Trump on golf course. Let's see some of here. Donald Trump causes protests in Scotland. I never even heard about this. That's how the news they flood info with of Trump stuff, but only the nonsense stuff. But look at this one here, 30,000 views only 5 years ago. Yet him is going to a lawsuit for some random basically January 6th nonsense or increasing his value of his properties or whatever. But this one is like huge. This one, he should be in jail. Let's see this one here.
There was a time when David Milne claimed he had the best view in the country.
Is this the guy? David Milne?
I think this is one of them, but I don't think it's the particular individual that I'm on about. I'm forgetting his name, but it's not him.
Okay, but we'll play this right here.
5 miles of pure coastline. Now there's just a row of tall, unkept spruce trees planted by his neighbour right on the edge of his land.
You plant trees at this height, which were fully fledged at the time, you no longer have a view. It's just another tactic that the Trump organization used to intimidate the locals.
His neighbour...
Wait, Trump put these trees right there, holy...
...is Donald Trump. His company built a golf course here 10 years ago in the protected sand dunes, with the approval of local politicians and the Scottish government. They believed his promises of billions in investment, a 450-bed hotel and 6,000 jobs. But he didn't deliver on any of them. Instead, the golf course is making millions in losses. Now Trump wants to invest again and build a whole village on the land with 500 houses. Selling these houses would finally make the profit he wanted. The Scottish government originally planned to build infrastructure for tourism in this sparsely populated area and to create jobs that way. But Trump's village would consist mainly of luxury residential villas, a far cry from the original proposals. The project has met with fierce resistance. Aberdeenshire Council held a hearing last month, but we weren't allowed to film the event. They received more than 3,000 objections to the project. One of them had 18,000 signatures. Trump's lawyer says she doesn't understand what all the fuss is about.
We hope to get on because it has been a difficult period with economic changes and all the uncertainty that's gone on in the British economy. So we just have to start getting development built. The market may change again, bigger developments may come along, but we can only do what's suitable in the market and what's viable in the market in the real world.
Which means no hotel and no tourism infrastructure. David and his fellow campaigners say that's not acceptable and it's all about profit.
It was made quite clear that this was not a choice between the original development and this one. It was this one or nothing. I would view that as a threat to the local council.
Before the council members vote on the issue, they are legally not allowed to voice an opinion. But one member, Martin Ford, has refused to follow this gagging order. Fighting Trump's project.
See, they can't just accept that the people don't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that so hard to accept? Clearly, the people don't want it. They never wanted the course in the first place. They don't care about the future or the economy. They just don't want the land destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they kind of get that. They can't get it into their head.
And it's this guy right here. This is Martin Ford. Is that the one you were saying?
No, he's a councillor. He's done quite well in speaking out against it. He's not. I don't think he's a resident.
Okay, but yeah, this is. Let's see what he says.
It is too important to him, so he's not taking part in the vote.
But yeah, the Trump.
The tourist resort that was the justification has not been built, and bluntly, we've been conned. There were enormous promises made about jobs and investment. They haven't materialised. We've lost our wonderful dune system. We've got the worst of all possible worlds. Now the Trump organisation are back, some cheek one might say, applying to build the houses that were supposed to cross-fund the golf resort, and are once again claiming economic benefits and all the rest of it. I don't think the council should fall for the same line twice, and I hope it doesn't.
Many of the neighbours who started campaigning 10 years
This
ago
is the
are
guy.
still going.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, or this
Yeah,
guy?
that's him there. Yep.
Okay, the image there, okay. Yeah, so basically the government accepts Trump's promises. Well, obviously you're building a golf course from a guy who was just trying to use it as tax write-off initially. Use a bunch of losses, and then it's like it's this giant trick right here. Let's see what continue here.
Many of the neighbours who started campaigning 10 years ago are still going strong, but they don't want to be on camera. The attrition policies are having an effect, like the Trump organisation's metre-high earth mound that's blocked their view.
Holy.
David Milne
Yeah,
is
they built
upset at what's...
They built that mound, and it's right beside the guy's house, and
Okay.
stopped his view of the sea.
Okay, yeah, you should post some videos on your channel. I'll post some as well on Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like I did not know it was this bad. This is pretty ridiculous.
It's planned for the area.
This is what they call McLeod Square, and this design pastiche is, quite honestly, pathetic and should not be considered as a viable option in this area at all. It's just simply ugly.
It's an idyllic Disneyland village, just the way Trump imagines the country of his ancestors. But it has very little bearing on reality here. Real Scotland lies in sight of the golf course, the neighbouring village of Balmedy. Some people here see the project's merits.
No, it's good. Good for the country, good for this area.
I think the more of a development for the area is good. I think it would help. I know he's not well supported, but not everyone shares the same opinion.
It'll probably end up with contractors that aren't from the northeast of Scotland, much like what happened with the golf course. So I think I'd take a bit of a dim view on that one, really.
People have no clue about Trump's plans, says David, because there's more at stake than just a new housing estate.
My personal preference would be that Trump sell up and move on. They have proven themselves unacceptable neighbours, unacceptable employers, unacceptable for the environment and damaging to the local economy. The best thing they can do for Aberdeenshire now is to leave.
Scots are proud of their centuries-old tradition of resisting authority. Trump and his project may be yet to face the full backlash.
All right. Yeah, so and Trump's gonna be the dictator of the world somehow. Look in Disneyland location built on joining lands. Yeah, definitely. I've seen some stuff on that. Anyways, anything else you guys want to say? 9/11 revisionist. Are you still in the chat?
Quite interesting as well when you look back on the when they built the Twin Towers, they knocked down like a whole area, and people were dead against it. And they protested against it. There's videos on YouTube, and there's one of the protests, they've got a big banner that says, Rockefeller will destroy local businesses. And I thought, bloody hell, that aged well, that did it.
Yeah. Rock.
No, there was a lot of drama with regards to how many businesses and everything were taken out with regards to getting the towers built and all of that. And I don't know, you must probably know the work of conspiracy theorista and the work that she did with the foretelling and foreknowledge with regards to all of that, with regards to the way that they moved the fountain and all of that kind of stuff. And he was on a, what you may call it, on a cover page of a movie magazine with the watch of his that showed 9/11 and all of that kind of aspects. That was pretty trippy, what she uncovered and shared many years ago. And that video of hers was completely scrubbed off the internet. Even she lost her copy that she made. Luckily, I found it somewhere, and she's been interacting with me rather regularly on my Odyssey channel with regards to all these kind of stuff. And we've seen her in the comment sections with MES's live streams. So I really hope that she's going to drop a video one other time soon, because I've been pressuring her or asking her to do that, because what she did was so cool, and we need an update with regards to that.
Can you send a link to that? Yeah, sorry about the interrupt. Yeah, that video, is there, can you send that link? I want to go over it. And also, I have spoken to her actually on the phone. I might ask her to go on a live stream one day, go over her work and so on. She knows a lot about the Rockefellers. A whole lot.
Yeah, that would be great if you done that, because she talked about in that magazine cover, he's sitting at the window of his office, and there's the 9/11 on his watch.
Yeah.
Then in a 2010 interview that Rockefeller done, or just before that, he's talking about the day of 9/11, and he said he stood and watched it from his office window, the whole lot.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite astonishing.
No, and his name too, Rockefeller, is it's like falling rock. It's similar to just a lot of rock symbolism, like black rock and so on, black rock and then black cube. Anyways, Maggie donated $5. But the video, have you seen it? I haven't seen it. Now if you can send a video.
It's a really good video. It connects a lot of dots.
Oh, is that the video with her reading about all the connections? Oh, that was her? I don't know. That was actually her. Like, I think I know which one you mean. Okay, Maggie donation. Thanks. Is this the one? And then they also tell us about
She initially went under the name of Betsy McGee. And later changed it to Conspiracy Theorista.
Okay,
I'm currently uploading a video of hers to your Telegram, so you'll find it now, personal chat.
Yeah, and then she's the one who found the connections between Jesus' birthday and Rockefeller and WTC construction. Yeah. Okay, so that was her. I spoken to her, but I didn't know who it was because I didn't see it on her channel or anything. So she made that one. That was pretty epic connections there. It was, one of the most.
Yeah, that's an astonishing video that she put together. I'm not surprised they tried to erase it.
Okay, I think it's being uploaded. Okay, we have a Hollow Earth by
Okay,
Dr.
it's
Methel.
on your Telegram, MES.
Oh, which? This one here, Conspiracy Theorist. So that's her, Victoria. Okay, now let's play this one. That was 19 minutes. I didn't see the 19 minutes. This is I thought it was only like a 5-minute segment. No, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I don't know if I've seen this one then. No, I haven't seen this. I've never. I thought it was. Is it the one that there's one with a woman talking? That's pretty good. So have you seen this one? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing my thingy. Okay, sorry about that.
That's her, but this is the
sorry about that.
correct one, because there's a watered down one that's
okay
on the internet and everything.
Yeah, but
that
sorry,
you can find.
whenever I switch thingies, let me know because I had sound on. So here it is.
Or to indicate or suggest something, usually.
So it is her. So you have another video with her actually in her showing.
No, there's another one. Let me go look for it, but that's the actual decent one.
Oh, so that is her. So the whole time I didn't know it was
most
her.
people don't know about.
Yeah, because I've talked to conspiracy theorista, but I never knew that this was actually her. Like she did videos. I thought it was just, yeah, I had no idea it was her. Anyway, I could tell her sound.
The same building was now shown.
Yeah, Betsy Lee McGee.
The Lincoln Memorial has always appeared on the modern $5 bill, but on the new 5, the building was widened and lowered down a bit. On the new 10, the Treasury building has gone.
No, that's good, and her voice is very soothing too. Pretty good. It's better than listening to my voice.
To a dead-on
or mine.
Yeah. Or the South African's got a soothing voice too. The accent.
And she's very nice to look at as well in the other video that's around. She's a very, very
What
pretty
the arch
lady.
did frame perfectly was the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. How interesting that John D. An article entitled American Gothic is about John D. Rockefeller's love of Gothic architecture. Rockefeller financed with America millions of other.
Yeah, we should show that other one there. That was pretty epic. Again, the one that's 9/11. Jesus, the Jesus birthday. Who's realizing? Okay, there's the birthday one. I had a full book. Jesus. Yeah, 1980 book. So this one here, I had to double check. I had to find the actual book and then double check. Cause I'm like, this is absolutely wild. So 1980 book called The Birth of Christ Recalculated by Ernest L. Martin, calculated that Jesus' birthday was likely on September 11th, 3 BC. So that's this one's quite epic stuff here. And this one here, chronological rundown. If the nativity occurred on September 11th, 3 BC, we have the following sequence. And yeah, Jesus born in a stable on September 11th, Day of Trumpets. And again, Day of Trumpets is a very interesting title there. So I had to literally find out in a physical copy just to make sure. Physical copy is $400 selling for. That's interesting. Present something else. I'll just send a full thing so I don't get messed up. Birth of Christ Recalculated, 2nd edition. And yeah, so it's in there. So you can see the whole book. I think most of the pages, I think it's free. Or you might have to rent. Yeah, you actually have to rent it for free. You have to log in and borrow for I think 24 hours or something. But yeah, it's free. You could look at it. And here, $64. Okay, so it dropped down. It was $400 before. So, so again, that's absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, cool tools. I think send a donation. Let's go to scroll it here. Cool tools, interesting work, epic stuff. Thanks, tools. Okay. And yeah, we could play that video if you find the shorter one where she shows her face in it. Okay, I think Big Lewandowski Predictive Programming, shorter version.
I've just found the other one. Doesn't show a face, but it's 8 minutes. I'm still looking for the one that actually shows a face. So give me a moment.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. So the one I wanted to show. Okay. So in the meantime. This one here was sent to me by That's Life. So this is August 28, 2022. India's Twin Towers collapse in 5 seconds. Moment engineers detonate controlled blast beneath skyscrapers after court deemed them structurally unsafe and said they must come down. I looked at the title. India's Twin Towers collapse. It's like they have little twin towers right here. And, I'll share some audio here. I have to present something else. I'm gonna play the audio. Look how loud it is, and that's how loud it is. Yeah, look how absolutely loud that is. And this is a distant camera too.
And if you notice, it's in no way similar to
loud.
how the towers come down, how they just turn to froth. You can see the building still coming down in the dust.
Yeah. Still coming down, you can literally see it. Oh, I hit it. It's off. Okay, there it is. And there it is the whole time. But it's also
and I bet you, sorry, yeah, I bet you there was plenty of rubble to be cleared up.
Yeah, 100%. You could see like the rubble. Once you see them, they're like bigger than like literally giant. It's still like semi building size, where people look tiny next to them. There's a bunch of angles.
As per.
And speaking about realistic anonymous, so compare that one, and now I posted this one here yesterday when I was driving in Vancouver. I was like the higher elevation, and I could see the plane. I was like at a distance, That's literally, it looked like it was ground level, but it was absolutely ridiculous. It was very cool looking. But here's what an actual plane looks like. Okay, so here's what an actual plane looks like. And I'll show, oh, sorry, I had to share this tab. Okay, so here's what an actual plane looks like.
Does that look?
So here's me talking.
Does that look like a 9/11 plane?
So you can literally tell that's a plane. There's no question. Let's see. Oh, I hate how it just cuts off. Yeah, this is just the worst. Just play. Let's see if it plays. Anyways, there's another one. See this one here.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that's about to hit the South Tower.
Oh, it actually looks like it.
Yeah. So it's about to hit the South Tower. Look at that. So that's an actual plane. Unlike this black silhouettes on 9/11. So here's the 9/11 one, whatever this is. Okay, and turns to pitch black.
MES?
Yeah.
Got it. Found it. In your
Found it.
Telegram.
All right. This is the one. So that's her. Okay, the whole time I didn't know that was her because I'm like, yeah, you gotta promote yourself more. Okay, let's play this one.
Especially creepy example of foreshadowing and/or revelation of the method. I bought this magazine back in 2012 off of eBay because it's David Rockefeller, the man who more than anyone made sure that the Twin Towers got built so that he could destroy them with people inside. And it's shortly after construction began, so I thought there might be some interesting, sneaky revelation of the method style language in the article. Then I noticed that he has the hands of his quite visible watch set at 9 and 11. I always felt like there must be more to this cover, but it took me 3 years to figure it out. As you can see, he's sitting in the window of his office in 1967, 8 months after the groundbreaking for the building of the World Trade Center, with the hands of his watch set at 9 and 11, like I said. 9 and 11 on clocks was one of their favorite ways to foreshadow the upcoming date of their mass murder. They did this in many movies, television shows, and even commercials in the lead-up to 9/11. Either the hands are pointing almost exactly at 9 and 11, or it's 11 minutes after 9. There was always something that bothered me about the so-called plane hole on the north face of the North Tower. The iconic one that really represents the 9/11 false flag and the one that they show us the most. I knew it was an important shape and angle for Rockefeller, and he knew well in advance exactly what he was going to make sure that it looked like. After all, it appears on the $10 bill back in the 1990s series, along with all the other scenes from 9/11 laid out in perfect order on the bills. This is also one of the first things that showed me that there were no planes used on 9/11. So the other day it occurred to me, the fake plane hole on the North Tower looks like one of the wounds that was on the Jesus statue on the crucifix at the church when I was a kid. Same shape and angle. So I start looking up crucifixion images just to be sure, and this article comes up. Jesus' crucifixion date, possibly April 3rd, 33 AD, according to earthquake study. See, the Bible says that when Jesus died, the ground shook, and they're able to go back that far and figure out when earthquakes occurred, apparently. April 3rd just happens to be the date of this magazine. So then I checked how many years there were between 33 AD, the probable year of the crucifixion, and 2001, the year of the mass human sacrifice on 9/11, foreshadowed on Rockefeller's watch. The number was 1,967, represented by the year seen here. In case you haven't heard, many people have been saying for quite a while that the probable actual birth date of Jesus was September 11, 3 BC. On that date, Jupiter, the king of the planets, collided with Regulus, the regal star, in Leo, the king constellation. I'll link to a much more thorough explanation below, but to me, it's one of those things that make a lot of sense. And after studying these people for a while, it's exactly the type of thing they like to do. Take something pure and important to a lot of people and twist it and pervert it. Have the sheep celebrate the birth of Christ on the wrong day, coinciding with a pagan holiday, actually. The very word Christmas does not mean the birth of Christ, but in fact his death. So they take the date 9/11 and corrupt it into something that in our minds signifies emergency, and make the actual day into a day of terror and sadness and mourning. And this is just the creepy member of their club that would enjoy gloating about it on a magazine cover. In the 1940s, David Rockefeller's uncle Winthrop Aldrich was on a committee to attempt to get the World Trade Center built back then. They were also foreshadowing 9 and 11 in the 1944 movie Double Indemnity, and even throwing in an allusion to the name Rockefeller in the same film. In the 1960s, a plan was introduced for a nationwide emergency number. Britain implemented 999 as their emergency number back in the 1930s. Australia and New Zealand selected 999 and 111 respectively as their emergency numbers in the 1950s. Yet for some reason, in 1968, just a year after this magazine came out, AT&T announced at a press conference that a universal emergency number was being established for the U.S. However, instead of 3 like numbers for ease of dialing in a crisis, numbers that could not be further apart on the dial would be used. 9 and 1 and 1 had been chosen by a computer, they said. Besides being a client of the Rockefeller-funded and directed RAND Brainwashing Institute, the 1975 book The Rockefeller Syndrome lists AT&T as just one of the many companies under Rockefeller control or influence. In the book Rockefeller, the Man Who Misrules the World, AT&T is referred to as the Rockefellers' family-owned monopoly. So they used their power to make the numbers 911, birth date of the Prince of Peace, signify danger and crisis, and after September 11, 2001, heartache and mourning. Rockefeller puppet Ronald Reagan even designated September 11, 1987 to be 911 Emergency Number Day, calling on the people of the United States to observe this day with appropriate ceremonies and activities. And every year, like clockwork, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, an enormous representation of the one thing the Bible tells us not to drag into our homes and decorate with gold and silver, is lit at 8:55 p.m., when the hands on the clock are exactly as they are on Rockefeller's watch. So here we have David Rockefeller, the man who was instrumental more than anyone on the planet in ensuring that the Twin Towers got built. Less than a year after the construction began, with the probable date of the crucifixion of Christ above his head, along with the years between that event and 2001 listed here, and the probable date of Christ's birthday and, of course, the date of the mass murder that took place in his towers in 2001 on his watch. A mass murder during which a slice appeared 1,000 feet up over southern Manhattan for all the world to see, similar to the wound depicted in many images of the person that the event seems to revolve around. And just as a side note, if you open this thing up, there's a cigarette ad on the back cover that puts 2 tower-looking things in red right about where the towers are being built, to David Rockefeller's right, if this picture continued west. So this is what we're dealing with. Sick, arrogant people that feel the need to put their mark on everything in an attempt to convince us that they have total control of everything, which means they don't. As for God and Jesus and the Bible, I know it's trendy to be an atheist and hate all religion, but obviously those who hoard the knowledge, the same people that do very well if we're misinformed, plan their events around these things we're not supposed to believe in. Maybe they know something we don't. All pertinent links in the description, and thanks for watching.
Alright, epic stuff there. Yeah, so I had no idea that was her, a conspiracy theorist the whole time. I even talked to her on the phone, and I did not know that was her, because she was basically saying, yeah, Rockefeller does everything. But I think it's I think even then Rockefeller is still just someone in the hierarchy of the mumbo jumbo, because the actual hierarchy requires knowing the advanced free energy tech. And Rockefeller, he died actually. Rockefeller bugs, I think.
Yeah, he was like 100-year-old.
Yeah. So right here,
and
yeah, go on.
They were going to name the towers after David and Nelson, so they were actually going to call them David and Nelson, the 2 towers.
Wow. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And here, so Justin, Lord Jacob Russell dies at age 87, and so, but he's also gone too soon. He did not even get to see us all chipped and eating bugs. So that's a shame. His life's goal was to see us eating bugs, and he couldn't. Yeah, that's epic stuff. Yeah, thanks 9/11 revisionist for this for that video, and I will. Yeah, I'll ask her to come on the show. That's pretty epic. I did not know it was her. Okay, so she's sometimes in the chat, and
it would be wonderful to hear from her again.
Yeah, for sure. And
wonderful.
Yeah, so I think we've pretty much covered a whole lot of stuff. One thing I wanted to discuss here. Actually, I'll play this one near the end. I just want to see what else I had opened up. I had opened up deepfake Kate Middleton. Okay, so a deepfake alert. If you guys can test out for other ones, and also show some controls as well, I think that'll be something cool as well, William. If you could just have some controls to show that, okay, here's a regular photo, or or a real video of Trump that looks similar to this one. So I had a, let's see, Trump, so, let's see, I think I probably have the most posts about Trump. 689 posts about Trump. All right, so Trump is, he's all everywhere. Trump Truth Social. I posted something on his, well, he probably has it similar. It looks like he uses deepfake for everything. Like he might actually, my guess is he'll admit later on that he was using deepfakes as just a tool. Because if I scroll down, yeah, so here's what I mean. So these are all like random posts he does. Oh, sorry, again, I got to show the tab. Sorry about that, guys. Again, when I talk and I'm not showing anything, then I'm not sharing my screen. I have to go present window. Okay, here. If you go to Truth Social and you go to his media, scroll down, you'll see a whole bunch of these videos of him saying different stuff. And so basically, I think he uses deepfake, and my guess is he'll admit to using it, possibly saying it's better than just doing a tweet or a video each time. I'll just do a deepfake of me discussing what point I want to make. See what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and they've all got the same background as well, and the flag is in the exact same position, which is interesting.
I think, well, yeah, I think some of them are the exact same. Some of them are the same videos, but some of them he has different angles. Let's see what.
But it keeps the patriotism, whatever going.
Yeah, no,
my English sometimes just completely.
Yeah, because
falls off the wayside.
But yeah, so that's a prediction I'm making right now on the fly. I'm saying Trump's gonna be the first like major figure to just casually admit he's using AI for whatever, and then eventually it's gonna push so that anything you use, you have to actually state it's AI or not. It'll be a federal crime, and also have some digital IDs, and then everyone needs to use blockchain so everyone knows who used what, so who created what.
Well, it's interesting. I don't know if you've noticed on YouTube now, you've got to tick a box.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
To say whether it's AI or not that you've used.
Yeah.
That just came out recent.
Oh yeah, but that's on YouTube. I've seen that, but the thing is, I don't even bother ticking those boxes. You can still upload something without having to tick those boxes at the moment. For now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But even
at least we can work around that. But MES, whilst I've got your attention, I've just sent you a link with regards to this other AI tool that can actually make a video after you've put in some text. And you can pretty much decide on a movie theme or whatever, type it in, and it actually creates a movie. And I did it, and I basically used the actual whatever happened on 9/11 with regards to the 3D volumetric projections, the aspect of the disintegration of the buildings on a molecular level, the way the people were completely and utterly amazed that it was a coordinated inside job by SAIC and ARA and guys like that, and the way that the truth movement completely are disinformation agents from the official narrative and all of that. And the actual movie thing that it created was so epic, because I've been thinking about this for so long, of creating something like that, even if it's just a fantasy type thing with a specific one building, and they actually use video with the one trade tower, because that's what you were working on, and the final product was so good. We are moving into a point where you won't have to actually do any real work with regards to creating a documentary. As you can just type the whole idea, and the finished product will be so good that people won't be able to figure out what's real or what's not. Unfortunately, look, I'm not going to go pay subscription for $20 a month for that, but they built the video in, I think it was like 5 or 7 minutes, and it was crazy. I even sent it to my private guys with the wording that I put in and the general themes. They could build up on that and just use the general aspect with regards to it. And what you see there and what you end up with is it's better than a Hollywood movie, man. It's crazy.
Well, I'm testing it right now.
Quickly that he builds it.
I'm doing it right now. We'll see. It didn't let me do the one plane hitting a building, so I'm doing a plane flying over a building.
Yeah, but you needed to, if you use the wording that I did, obviously it's not going to show you the plane hitting the building and the explosion, but the British guy talking about it will mention it.
Yeah.
And that's why I sent you guys just the basic wording that I
I'm just doing this one.
There's very few characters, but you can use 3,600 characters. I think I used like 200 or 300.
Oh, so you told me a whole bunch of this one. Create a video where
serious
so it actually does this.
detail with regards to it.
So this is what you wrote, okay, to cover it up. Okay,
Yeah.
I never even heard about this one. Well, I thought there was some in beta, but I'm just doing this one right here. It's 2 minutes.
In the cool, crisp air of dawn.
It's doing it. Okay, I'm playing
what it builds.
Wait, this actually has a footage. Yeah, so I heard about this. It's going to be generative AI that's going to basically take over all of YouTube. So we're going to play some audio right here. It has audio too. This one is mine. I'm going to do yours maybe after. Okay, let's go. This is actually, I need to click this here, share this. Okay, it has sound. You ready, guys? You guys ready? It's first time, guys, we're doing research on the go, guys.
A solitary plane emerges from the shadows.
This is an AI video.
Cool, crisp air of dawn, a solitary plane emerges from the shadows. It slides into the open sky, its engines singing a symphony of power and precision. This is no ordinary journey, and this is no ordinary plane. It's the embodiment of human ingenuity, a testament to our relentless pursuit of conquering the skies. The plane, she's a marvel, a fusion of technology and dreams, a creation of countless hours of research and development. She's a testament to the possibilities of the human mind. Her wings, sleek and powerful, cut through the air with the grace of a ballet dancer and the strength of a fighter. But it's not just about power, it's about finesse. It's about the art of flying. Below her, a building stands tall, a monolith reaching for the sky. It's a symbol of our determination, our ambition.
Yeah, okay, this is actually quite amazing. Let's see the
species. We build, we fly, we dream. It's in our pursuit of boundaries of what's possible.
This literally
it's a story of our relentless pursuit of progress.
This literally sounds like an actual video on YouTube. Okay, I'll put your input right now. Try give me a command.
And it's David Attenborough. You've even got David Attenborough.
Yeah.
As narrator.
That is so crazy, Attenborough, man. Like, come on.
Okay,
the guy actually believes in climate change.
Okay, we're gonna read this one here. This one says create a video where rogue elements of the U.S. government execute a fake terror attack. I gotta share this one here. Share this tab. Yeah, create a video where rogue elements of the U.S. Government execute a fake terror attack in New York City. The bad guys use 3D volumetric projection technology to make onlookers think that a commercial jetliner crashes into a 100-story building, all while using cold directed energy weapons. Is then slowly disrupting the bonds of matter of the building. An hour after the explosion of the building, due to the fake plane, that is, I still want to be careful of the YouTube getting me out of here. Okay, C's in the house. Okay, Cool Tool says, tell me tomorrow, I might believe it. You're having a good night, pal. Okay, is anyone having some stuff here? Anyways, an hour after the explosion of the building, due to the fake plane, and that is a 3D volumetric projection, the building disintegrates into dust from the top down in about 12 seconds. Shows scared and shocked people in the streets, and numerous cars that seem to be burnt out, that there were fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field. Actually, I'll do this generate while we do this. Well, I'll read this out. Shows scared and shocked people in the streets, and numerous cars that seemed to be burnt out, and that there were fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field, and that a hurricane off the New York coast was part of the technology used. It is epic. Unfortunately, you need to be a paid subscriber to download the end product. Wait, what? Oh, this one here. Okay, it's a download. To download, I gotta do that. Title: The Mirage. attack a hypothetical scenario. Okay, so Stephen F says we can now make Attenborough videos where he debunks climate change. All right, epic stuff.
But Matthew, you just don't forget about the last section with regards to cover up the technology. There are a lot of disinformation agents, blah 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 blah. That section, you need to add that in as well.
Yeah, no, we'll add that as we go. And this, I've never seen this. This is something I'm gonna have to study, and we'll definitely do that, especially for the next.
Dude, the end the end result of this video that it creates is something that I want to download and just put out there to blow people's mind.
Okay, yeah, no, that's epic. I might have to do this because someone's gonna be doing it. So look, here's another thing. Conspiracy theorists. You can do an audience for conspiracy theorists because conspiracy theory, especially after COVID, conspiracy theory mumbo jumbo has become its own industry. Like that's why you have Stu Peters and all just capitalizing it and just taking over the game with like half disinfo, half whatever. So that's why they're like starting pushing everything in the industry.
There's a reporter called Richie Allen. He calls it the truther industrial complex. That's what it became.
Yeah, no, definitely. I noticed this gradually after COVID. I'm like, all right, it's like mainstream. I got to do something else. So now when I do a math video, that's like more edgy. It's like this guy's doing a math video. What are you doing? The world's ending. Well, yeah, but still gotta know some math. Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, so you just remember 2 + 2 = 5.
Well, I gotta know that for the gulag. It's like there's 75 genders. All right. Okay, the illusion. Okay, we're analyzing it. Once it's done, we'll do that. We'll go over it. But anyways, let's go over some more stuff. There's Trump AI. So that's Trump Scotland stuff. I didn't know about that. Okay, so now this one, we're going over the New World Order. We went over some Trump stuff, AI deepfakes. And again, some of the deepfakes is going to be on purpose. The Osama bin Laden one. Yeah, that one is okay, here's another one. Here's Prince predicting 9/11 in 1998. So after a concert in Utrecht, the Netherlands, Prince and his band jammed for an additional 2 hours in Tivolia Utrecht. During this jam session, he sung Get ready to bomb, Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. The end, he sings America Watch Out in 2001. I didn't hear about that part. I just saw the other part. What in the world's going on here? All right, guys. Okay. This is gonna be premium, never before seen by me. I'll play it. I didn't see that ending part. Oh, sorry guys. Again, when I have to switch tabs. Sorry about that.
I was just away to say, but you're hard to keep up with.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, so this one, Prince predicting 9/11 1988. Because when I play audio, I need to share tab individually. When I share anything else, I could just do the window. But because I was playing audio, I'll have to click each time. It's so annoying. Google, I don't know why the Google does that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, anyways. So this is Prince predicting 9/11 2008. He mentions America Watch Out in 2001. He says that, and he says Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Okay, let's play this. Did he say America Watch Out? He says 2001. You ready? 2001. He says 2001. I don't know what he says. America Watch Out. And anyways, guys, conspiracy theorists is in the house. Epic stuff. So yeah, conspiracy theorists. I had no idea you were Betsy McGee. I completely that Betsy McGee video. I had no idea that was you. I thought it was someone else. And yeah, so people are asking if you want to be on the live stream. Well, I'm asking too. If you want to be on live stream one day.
Conspiracy theorist, we love you.
all right. You have some fans in the house. His explanation for 1989 and the sky being all purple was, if the sky has blood on it, blue and red make purple. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, she's got infinite info on all this.
She's got 3 big fans here.
Yeah, we got 3 big fans right here. Okay, so yeah, if you want to join the live stream, I usually do every other week would be a guest. So if you're interested, let's see, next week I'm gonna do a solo one, just do the usual. Then the week after I have an 9/11 revisionist. That's you on the 27th. And then the 4th, and then the 11th, 9/11. Are you still wanting to do the one of the UFO stuff, or do you want to? Yeah,
the UFO stuff, yes, definitely. We'll get into what's his face with MH370 and Dr. Greer and those guys. I'll do a little bit of homework on the rest of the guys, but those are the 2 main guys that are in the conversations these days, and they both limited hangouts when it comes to 9/11. But yeah, we'll get into that later, because otherwise I'm just going to go into a spiel now.
Yeah.
That that's just going to.
No worries. So yeah, basically, I'm just trying to schedule it. So yeah, so conspiracy theorist says now is not good, but sometimes. Yeah, for sure. So we could have it just a general idea. So basically, the 11th. So that'll be 9/11. You're gonna be the UFO on the May 11th. So May 11th is UFO. I'll have you tentatively booked. And then on the 25th, I'll have Morgan Reynolds. He's going to be on the show. And then, so the June 1st, so Conspiracy Theorist, June 8th is open, if you're interested. June 8th is open, Conspiracy.
Please, there are a lot of people in love with you, and we would like to hear from you.
We don't want to scare her off.
Because the work that she's done, and it's just mind-blowing. She was one of the persons that just got us into everything, man. It's beautiful. Really, please don't be shy. Please just come talk to us.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Just get on it. Be a better voice to listen to than mine. Except rotary motion says it doesn't like your voice. That's interesting. Your voice much more soothing than mine. Except mine is pretty funny though, so that's one thing's hard to compete with. Okay, and then there's another stuff here. This is the closest some of us will ever get to heaven. Okay, they're literally mocking the Twin Towers there, and the.
You've still got it on the print screen.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna switch over. What else did I want it to show? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, thanks for showing that. Okay, so I go back to that other one. Yeah, so share this tab. So this is the closest any one of us to get to heaven. This is some of us will. Yeah, this is the magazine cover or part of some sort of World Trade Center observation tech when you go there, and literally just pointing out what's gonna happen to a few people in there. All right, so the next setup is we have
that leaflet. It's a leaflet from the towers, and it's been put into the museum.
Yeah. Okay, and so I wasn't showing the calendar. Was I showing the calendar before? I think I wasn't. So going back, I was on the calendar, but nobody was saying anything that I didn't share it. So I'm sharing it. So basically, to reiterate, so we got 27th, 9/11 revisionist. Next week I'm gonna do a solo. 9/11 revisionist is gonna do disinfo agents networks. 4th solo. 11th will be 9/11. Will be UFO disinfo agents. And then the 25th is gonna be Morgan Reynolds. So then June 8th is open for Conspiracy Theorist stuff. It's June 8th, or you can pick a 22nd, or you can pick next year, this year, whatever you pick. Just pick a date. We will
MES,
sort that out.
We'll basically be covering the 9/11 War Room with Jean Laratonda, who's the gatekeeper for Gage and the rest of the so-called 9/11 truthers, and then also do more of a psychological aspect with regards to the perception of 9/11 truth, and also talking about the Boston 9/11 truth and Colorado 9/11 truth people and the interactions that I've had with them for the last bit, because it's been interesting talking to these people, because they they are focused on so-called activism, on getting the normies to decide or realize that it wasn't the normal narrative. But these people are so shallow that they bought into a narrative that is provably wrong, especially when it comes to thermite. I've just built a video with regards to the whole thermite aspect, a complete and total debunk, a variation of the 9/11 observable evidence series that had a whole hour on debunking the thermite theory, and mine is a 35-minute one with regards to various other structural engineers and people just discussing the complete and utter sham that Stephen E. Jones's thermite paper was. So go check it out on my YouTube, Rumble, my X, and all of that, and you'll just completely see what a complete sham it was. And then we'll go into Stephen Greer and this dude from MH370 on how they just don't want to go there. They'll talk about scalar weapons, 0-point energy, all these different things. Even Lieutenant Colonel Tom E. Bearden and all the stuff that he was talking about, but they won't go to 9/11 whatsoever. And I've been pushing this Aston Forbes guy heavily. And he said, yes, the technology exists, but I'm too busy to look into it. So come on, guy. Why are you so scared? Are you really, do you think you're going to be taken out? Because there's another video that I found yesterday. Who was MES? It's the Italian guy who shared that 2008 Seattle presentation with John Hutchinson and Dr. Wood, where she mentioned with regards to the people around her who were being killed. And I think some of these guys, that's why they don't want to go there. They don't want to share anything with regards to that. And that's something, and they've now created a whole industry to try and get people not to look at her work. And that come on, people, just go look at it for a minute, and then you'll see what the whole thing is, and read the legal case that was raised and filed in a court of law in 2007 before Architects and Engineers for Engineered Truth even got onto the space with regards to their disinformation and stuff. So it's infuriating how stupid people are and how easily they are corrupted in their thinking.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But also there is an element of someone's being paid to do stuff or blackmailed or other means, because like reading the comment right here from Ashton Forbes that you sent me, he says that the technology is absolutely real. Talking about I'm not convinced it was used on that towers, and even if it was, I got enough going on. It's weird trying to force me into pushing it. All right, well, he's talking about like obviously fake MH370 nonsense. And also, it was someone messaged here. Cool Tool says William's super chat. I think he wants a link to your super chat, but I don't know how that works. But you can do. Here's That's Life's website, and it has a donation button there, so you can donate from there. And they don't get 30% cut, so that's probably easier. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, go on.
Or they can catch me live. I'll be live at some point in the next few days. So
Yeah, and he'll be live as well, guys. And so anyways, guys, it's 3 hours right now. I'm going to be cutting it off soon. One more thing, and then we're going to cut it off. Just because I am standing the whole time for like 3.5 hours. And I'm going to go do some workout and eat. All right. The next setup is... I just wanted to show this World Order one. So this one, this is great. You might have some great content, William. World Order is this Japanese band that just got big, and then they barely post ever. They got big during, I think, as a Trump. So they started in July 6, 2009. Their last video was called World Order Censorship. So it's a Japanese band called World Order. Okay. And it's got 748,000 subscribers. I was on it I was subscribed way before. And then so their last video is called World Order Censorship, and it was on September 11th, 2021. So they haven't posted in 2 years. And before that, the last song was on World Order We Are All One 4 years ago, and this was April 18th, 2019. So their second last video was before COVID, the year before COVID. And their I think the most watched video, okay, these are some other ones. World Order, have a nice day, have a nice day. This is 7 years ago. Okay, 10 years ago, they got pretty big. And then one of the ones that got super big was when Trump was running for office. And they had a music video called Let's Start World War III. And it's 10 million views now. This was on March 11th, 2018, 2 years after Trump became president. And it's on 3/11. So 3/11 is when COVID was declared a pandemic. So you have 3/11, COVID declared a pandemic, and it's literally about Trump starting World War III. Let's before. Listen to the.
We assembled here today.
And they have Trump talking in the background.
Are issuing a new decree to be.
I gotta play I gotta share the tab. Sorry about that. You guys can't hear unless I present something else. The only way that William and 9/11 can hear this is this.
Heard in every city, in every foreign capital, and in every hall of power. From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first.
All right, it's pretty ridiculous. All right, and then they all like go in unison to America. They travel to America. Right? Let's grab them by the pussy. I don't remember this part.
Let's grab them by the pussy.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, this is Trump. They have it played at the end, and then it says we're all one. Yeah, we're all one. I think they have Trump in the background too. We're in McDonald's. So World War III, 3/11, 6 years ago, and so basically I subscribe to them because whenever they post, exactly what they post about is gonna happen. Like this is not a normal band. And the last one was 2021, December 11th, censorship, and censorship goes up as per usual. Okay, they have another one 5 years ago, Big Brother, and so on. All right, guys, and Singularity, that's 7 years ago. That's interesting. It's like they're all gathering up info from Conspiracy World. Anyways, guys, I think it's anything else you guys wanted to?
No, MES, you can't try and run away right now. Is that video built yet with the AI?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. It's
AI
done.
Stuff?
Okay, it's done. Okay, you are right on the money. I completely forgot about it. That's why it's so much stuff. Okay, I'm gonna close some stuff. Anyways, guys, make sure to donate to that's live now. As you know, donate button. There's the whatever donate PayPal there, And
send me gold bars, please. Send
and
me gold
also,
bars. I don't want. I don't.
no, it only accepts gold bars.
What time? What time is it in Scotland right now, if I may ask?
It's 10 past midnight.
Wow.
Oh, okay, fine. It's like 10 past 1 a.m. in Africa at the moment.
Okay, guys, we're playing the official video right now. Thanks, MES now version is TLBNAWKI. All right, yeah. Before it was so super hard to find you on it because like I would search that's with an apostrophe, and then it's like, but your BitChute has an apostrophe, but then it wouldn't show it up until I had to put that's without apostrophe. I was wondering why. I kept going.
Yeah, if you put art, then TLBNAWKI, as people pronounce it, then
TLB. That's the thing. I'm like
usually
it's 9/11.
Please blow the video up so that I can screenshot download this little section with my little download video so that I can share it, please, because I'm not going to pay $20 to have this.
I know, but the thing is, you could record while you play it, so you don't even need to download. So let's see, export. Oh, you have to pay for it exporting. Stock watermarks. Let's see, it requires upgrade normal.
So the way that you screen sharing now actually works very well, but I'm technically dumb. I'm from Africa, remember?
Okay.
People from Africa are dumb.
Okay, well, I'm downloading right now. Let's see if it'll download. The Mirage attack, a hypothetical scenario. Guys, we're going to watch it live. Okay, Maggie says it was 9:11 a minute earlier. It's 4:12 for me, or 4:13 now. All right, so we have it. Can I download? Where's the download button? It's rendering. I could do download soon. Okay, guys, we're going to play the official, and then we're going to end this live stream ASAP because I'm done. I can't stand. And I need away from the computer for a while. All right, create video.
Is that why you're really good at football? Because you do all the standing?
Well, the standings actually helped me at football because I was actually gonna quit. Like my knees were hurting like when I was like 20.
It's leg day.
Yeah, when I was like in my early 20s, my knees were really hurting, and then I had to wear like a lot of pads around it from soccer. And then when I started standing, my knees just got super strong because what happened was. I was in university. I was doing engineering, so I would sit down a lot, and then I'd go out and play soccer. It's like my knees aren't used to doing that extreme. So the standing's like a mini workout. It's like your knees become like actual robots. Okay, I'm gonna go other uploads. I'm downloading right now.
I'll have to do an AI test on you.
Yeah. Oh, on my video, it's probably fake. Okay, I downloaded the thingy. I'll send this to 911 while we also do this. I'm gonna send this to you. 911, and then I'm gonna be MIA after this. Okay, I send you the video. It's 200 megabytes, and we're playing, guys. Official video, and ready. Yeah, so yeah, Maggie says standing is great for this. It is. It's definitely great. Your posture's better, but also, once you're tired, you know you gotta get off. You can't, otherwise you sit forever.
Imagine, if you will,
Okay, I need to share an individual screen. Present something else. This tab, turn videos, and let's see. Let's see if that Edinburgh guy, whatever, is talking. Play. That's a different sound. Oh my goodness. What's going on? The AI is glitching on us. I should take a leaf out of a book, MES. Yeah, for sure. Your knees will get super strong is the warning. You'll be too strong. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Just play the video. Okay. Play. I'm gonna refresh and see if it watches. Just wanna refresh and go. Okay.
imagine, if you will, a terror attack that never really happened. An illusion so sophisticated, so convincing, that it shakes the core of a city, a country, and the world. This isn't a plot from a science fiction movie. This is a chilling possibility that rogue elements within the corridors of power could execute. Picture a sunny day in New York City. Out of nowhere, a commercial jetliner emerges, its engines roaring as it barrels towards a towering 100-story building. But this jetliner is no ordinary aircraft. It's a three-dimensional volumetric projection, a technological marvel so advanced that it blurs the line between reality and illusion. The projection crashes into the building, causing an explosion that reverberates across the cityscape. Onlookers gasp in horror, their eyes glued to the spectacle unfolding before them. But the real terror is yet to come. Shortly after the explosion, a subtle change begins to take place. The building, seemingly untouched by the impact, starts to disintegrate. From the top down, in about 12 seconds, the once majestic structure crumbles into dust. But how is this possible? The answer lies in a technology known as COLD, Covert Operational Laser Disruptor, a directed energy weapon so powerful it can disrupt the very bonds of matter. But wait, there's more. While the city descends into chaos, strange phenomena begin to occur. Cars untouched by the explosion appear burnt out. A hurricane brews off the coast of New York, and the Earth's magnetic field fluctuates inexplicably. Could these anomalies be linked to the illusion and the disintegration of the building? The implications of such an event are far-reaching and terrifying. The power to manipulate reality and sow fear and confusion amongst the populace is a potent weapon. It could be used to justify draconian laws, wage wars, or even alter the course of history. In the end, the most potent weapon isn't a jetliner or a directed energy weapon. It's fear, and the ability to instill that fear through a masterfully orchestrated illusion could be the most terrifying prospect of all. So remember, next time you see a shocking event unfold, always question, always scrutinize, because the truth may be far stranger and more terrifying than fiction.
All right, guys, that was epic stuff. They didn't show any toasted cars, but it has a lot of speech and narratives. MES, grab some dim
if
sum.
you actually added in the extra bit with regards to the cover up with thermite nukes and all of that kind of stuff, it would change the video even more.
Yeah, I'll do
that. And
Definitely.
that video was completely different with regards to my first one. Then my wife did it as well. And the more you put it into this AI, it just becomes a little bit more realistic. The same way that I took on X's Grok, the AI, with regards to all the talking points, where I got Grok out of way, talking about, you've got to put everything into peer review and and all that bullshit, and Grok couldn't answer me after a way because I pointed out the whole problem with peer review and the scientists that are sitting there that are supposed to do the peer review, especially when you bring in a new technology or a new a new technology that they can't comprehend, like Dr. Wood did. And how can they peer review that if it's something on the fringe that they're not used to and they can't explain? So obviously they're going to have bias with regards to that. And that's what we had with what happened on 9/11. Nobody could actually fathom the fact that you can take solid matter and make the molecules of of solid matter repel each other. And so how do you get people to actually admit that? Because they, in the limited brainwashed state, they can't accept that. And that's what we saw with COVID, unfortunately, and the whole aspect around it. Yeah, safe and effective.
Yeah, for sure. But one thing about peer review is, like some stuff is peer reviewed. For even Judy Wood, even got her billiard ball example in a journal and peer reviewed. So that was able to get through. But a lot of it is like, if it's certain topics, they won't. It's not that they can't grasp it. It's that each one is scared of the ramifications of them publishing it, and there's like a hierarchy. So the guys usually running those journals are the ones doing this with their hands, so they know what you're talking about.
It comes back to Pons and Fleischmann with their linear reactions, which Jones dubbed as cold fusion. That was completely and utterly wrong. And they dismissed that with a science vote, not with peer review or looking at the data.
Oh no, yeah,
But
100%.
20 years later, it was proven correct.
Well, yeah, he was correct, but also Stephen Jones was lying. Like, what I mean is, yeah, Stephen Jones is like one of those guys, again, that does this. That makes sure that everyone's in the same page. So it's like, even that vote was pushed and rushed, making sure everyone falls in line, because otherwise the same thing will happen to them as did to Pons and Fleischmann. So it's like, so like if there wasn't those kind of literally knife to their back of their head, whatever. A lot of people will obviously see the data. I'm like, oh, that's obvious. Similar to 9/11, you see the towers before and after photos.
Yeah.
It's obvious. There's no.
It's like a hot potato. No one wants it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. It's like imagine you have a choice. Choice A is the truth. Choice B is the lie. But choice A has you lose your job. All right. But anyways.
Or you get killed.
Yeah. Get killed if you choose point A, but you're a bit too out there, and you won't stop or get on people's toes. Anyways, guys, I needing to go, guys, and thanks for joining, everyone. William, thanks for joining. Niall, thanks for dropping by and the links, especially the AI stuff.
Awesome to see the face to the name. Your videos are absolutely awesome. Great fan all the way from South Africa.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. It's been a pleasure, and it was nice speaking to you, Revisionist. I'll definitely get in touch, and maybe even next week. In fact, you're on with MES next week, so when you're free.
2 weeks. He's 2 weeks.
Is it
next
2
week
weeks?
is solo. Yeah, next week I do alternate guest and solo. Yeah.
So what I'll do is, if you did email me before, so I'll get in touch with you and we'll arrange it.
Yeah, that'd be
It'll
epic.
be awesome, man. Awesome. Great.
Yeah, and also build like a real truth community, unlike a lot of people are just scared of or scared or disadvantaged, not talking about 9/11, the big one. Anyways, guys, that is all.
Yeah.
And great stream. We're pushing in 3 hours and 21 minutes, or almost 3.5 hours. All right, and I need to go and sit down.
MES, you haven't pushed the envelope. Yes, my 4 hours is still standing.
Yeah, your 4 hours. That was epic there. We'll maybe do that for 9/11. Go 10 hours maybe. Or no, that's still too much. We'll just keep it up.
Yeah, we'll do a group thing with Mark and Andrew Johnson and everybody, and we can do a 20-hour. Come on.
And Morgan Reynolds, we get conspiracy theorists in too.
20-hour.
Yeah, and we'll get Judy Wood as well eventually. Just get her on. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, guys, that is all. And thanks for everything, guys, for donations, especially the superfans. We'll see the superfan funding. I'll show this more often. Here's superfan funding. Thanks to Ride Liger, Pam, Paul, Maggie, and Cool Tools. And also Metal Miner for the Litecoin donation. Epic stuff. And thanks for everyone for joining. And yeah, that's all. Anything else? Because I'm going to be ending the stream in 3. You guys, anything else? Because I'm ending it right now.
No, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Until next Saturday.
Yeah. Next Saturday's going to be pretty epic. I'm going to do a whole bunch of Scott Meyer stuff and some whatever I've been working on. But yeah, it's going to be pretty epic. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining and have a good one. 3, 2, 1, and... All right.